This that's Quill's favorite line now in Minecraft. But I'm broke.
I'm broke. Minecraft fucking
I'm
kicking
broke.
my ass. What's up, bro? How you doing, buddy? Yes, sir. It's Friday. Good old Theory Piece Day. Every Tuesday and Friday, my friend. What up, Joe?
I need one of these
Yes,
awesome
Hulk's back.
fan animators to take this song and have Frankie dancing to it and doing like a whoa, like the superpose,
Nah, that would be so hard.
dancing with those dudes from Karakuri Island.
Thank you for the heartbeat flex and the hearts already,
Son, the
Brian.
dog, and the old man. Boom. You gotta hit the arm twirl as well.
We can do.
Take my money.
What's up, Leo?
Chirpy kisses and a hamster.
From an Austin, thank you.
Very nice. What is up, Lego? What's going on, MJ?
The lightnings and the goats. Thank you, Austin.
Hope nobody saw
We got
me
the lightning
sit on
thumb
my
sending
headphones.
lightning bolts. Should just start calling you Anel.
And we got Joe with the 5 gifted subs. We appreciate you, Joe, already. Let's see, we got
Joe Swanson. Beautiful.
an Austin with the goats and lightnings. Thank you, my friends, and welcome everybody into another episode of Theory Piece, a Good Friday Theory Piece this week. It's the weekend, and look, we got all 4 everybody here today. Look at this, we got Drac. Hey, yo. We've missed that nice green in the background. You know what? I'm feeling kind of. Let me just pick up the same.
Feeling nostalgic.
I feel like I should pick up the same aesthetic there too, with the logo in the background. So I'm just gonna do the same. Why not? One Punch Man with the 25 You're Awesomes, goats, and heart me's and on TikTok. Thank you, my friend Joe. Thank you again for the 5 gifted subs on TikTok. That's 5 more people who get to watch free with no ads, and also you guys get double fruits next to your names now.
Chance art animation for the next episode. Hell yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna actually make me.
They're bringing in the ringer for the Gorsei reveal. Thank God.
That's actually what's gonna make me start watching them again. Just the new Gorsei reveal. What's up, Max? How are you doing, my friend? What's up,
I hope
Ish?
in
How
the
you
Impact
doing?
Frames, he puts like
Ish?
subliminal like French Revolution sort of like boom boom boom. I know he's going to. I'm gonna be
I mean,
just waiting for like a particular pose of someone like holding a flag, like ah.
just them coming
Yeah.
down, dude. I just can't. Oh,
my
my
goodness.
god, like
That Mortal Star was crazy.
it's just about to be ridiculous.
World's
Chancer
strongest
couldn't
creature.
help himself if he tried. Nah, he couldn't.
Nah, there's no
He's too
way.
goated.
Shout out World's
He's too
strongest creature.
goated.
Yeah.
Internet might stop.
There's no way he would miss animating this episode.
No, Austin.
Yep.
Thank you for the Night Star, Austin.
He's gonna use at least 3 of the Gorsei's like arrival impacts as like representing one of the 3 nations that are currently like undergoing a revolution. Like we're gonna see like some sort of like Indonesian like wow like impact frame and then a Nepal, France, Palestine, Congo.
All of them, right?
What's up, Mimosa?
That I would honestly I would
That'd be pretty
love
cool.
that so much.
Yes.
You know,
Vincent, if you're
Oh, Joe
listening,
gifted
I know you
subs
don't- I
on
know you don't
Twitch.
know me, but I know you. Please do it.
oh yeah, that was like that had already happened, my friend.
Oh, I just didn't see it.
Yeah, I was actually already
Probably
dancing
when
for the 5
probably-
gifted sub from JoJo's. Appreciate you again, Joe.
Probably when I sat on my headphones and couldn't hear anything.
Get down.
JoJo's Bizarre subscriptions.
The Holy Land's on fire. That is something that's a big topic I've been wanting to look into and think about, because honestly, the only really likely contender for who could have the Holy Land on fire, like Dragon's, like the biggest contender we have, like the Revolutionaries, like more than likely the Revolution. Plus, think about like the revolutions we're getting right now in the chapter. Like Oda, a thing Oda likes to do is he will give relevance in a manga chapter. Like he'll hint at something at the start of an arc, and then he'll give something relevance and give certain characters relevance because that's what's going on. So early in the chapter, we had hinted that the Holy Land's on fire. Don't linger for too long. What's to say that when we come out of this flashback, we find out that Dragon and them have destroyed, not even destroyed, they just burned down a part of the Holy Land, depending on how much time we're going to have sat here in Elbath. If there is a time dilation, it'd be a good way to progress the story and us see Dragon and everyone coming to the mix. It'd be funny, though, if Oda gave us, like, Dragon doing something, like the revolutionaries fighting and us hearing about it, but us never getting to see it. Like, we still don't get to see him do
I'd be
shit.
sick. I'd be sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so sick. I'd be hurt. Devastated.
Yeah, if he doesn't do it in the main story, I want to see it, like, have the exposition and that be the next cover story or something.
Oh,
Like, if
100%.
the next cover story isn't what I think it is, and it's going to be like Vegapunk's floating island, going and visiting Harados, and basically doing like a recreation of the time skip. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to go to all these islands and gather all these people and information to, you know, basically gather the ancient kingdom, like through the cover story.
Oh, yeah, and then bring everybody in together. That's why we love the cover stories.
Well,
Like,
like, he was calling Harados right at the end of Egghead. That's gotta be super important, and we now know that they're, like, just freely floating around. So you could have, like, a joint cover story where we kind of see what happens with Neomads now that they're formed. And then the opposite side with, like, the more altruistic floating island of science.
Well, what I would think is if anyone were to get Punk Records, it would be Harados. They'd find it.
I would hope so.
That's who would have it. If anything, and if anyone, like, if we were to see the real Vegapunk come back, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back later into the story with Harados, like later on, you know?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, Austin with the goats and the lightnings, my friend. Thank you. And Izzy with the 50 GGs. I appreciate you, my friend. We appreciate you guys.
Always.
Ryan, I want to hear why you think Emeth went to Marie-Joie. Personally.
Of course.
Drop it, my friend. We're always listening.
Yeah.
Shit, I like to hear the different perspectives.
Joe, I saved
that's
up
one
two.
of
Going back
things
to
I can
Dragon really quick,
answer.
it makes a lot of sense that he would be assaulting the Holy Land, but now that we see what's happening in the latest chapters between, like, him saving Shanks and Shamrock, like, it makes sense that he and the Red Hair Pirates would actually have some sort of rapport and fight
Have a
together.
clicker.
Well,
Yes.
what's also
That's my
crazy
favorite thing.
is if Dragon has somebody who's inside of the Holy Knights and that person being Shamrock, so how would Dragon have known to move? Shamrock, he's like, we're leaving, we're moving. This is my first time. Like, when Dragon said whenever the Holy Knights move. Well, we know for a fact they've been doing shit behind the scenes this entire time. They've been doing some stuff. But
Yeah.
specifically the leader of the Holy Knights, Shamrock, when he moves. So this does hint at the fact that Shamrock is still possibly a good person. And could be a good person that is the one who fed Dragon the information that, hey, we're on the move. Go attack the Holy Land. There's a few of us
Yeah.
going right now.
Well, I've been trying to figure out who's the Denjiro in this situation, right? Like, you have the actual physical representation of, like, you know, the Pompadour and whatever else through Garling, but it's going to be one of the sons. Like, you have Shanks, who's the good son, who represents that good side of Denjiro, and then you have the Moonlight. What's his, like, epithet when he's going out, the witching hour boy or something like that? So, like,
Yeah.
he's a good guy at night, but then serving Orochi during the day. So Shamrock could very well be that, like, actual representation of a Denjiro character, how it's, like, split up between the three characters now.
I think
Oh, very much
I
so.
think that would make complete sense because if you think about it, there's the whole sun and moon aspect. Shanks and Shamrock being twins have a whole sun and moon theme too. So every moon figure ends up having to be a being that ends up staying and having to wait, whereas the sun figure ends up being a being that represents, like, they get chopped up and having to be reborn. Like, if you think of Kinemon, he himself gets introduced to us chopped up, attached to somebody, and then he has to get put back together, and then they can bring their way to Wano. But then you have Dendro, who was the moon. He had the moon imagery, and he sat and waited for a very long time. So then with that same imagery and that same thought line, I'm thinking of Shanks and Shamrock. Shamrock's the one who would be representing the moon. He has to sit and wait, sit within. But also that even goes into the whole Hati and Skull story too, right? Because in the reality, it's unknown within the Edda Prose, which is written by one man. It's truly unknown whether Hati chased the moon or it was Skull that chased the moon. It's truly unknown, but it's more attributed to Skull being the one that chased the moon. That's usually the one they state that chased the moon. So either way, I think Oda's going to possibly use that whole Dami reverse, the idea of it could be either one chasing the moon or the sun, but it basically, essentially, they're both chasing both. They just don't realize it. Like, Shanks wants to defeat the sun, but he's chasing the moon to acquire it for himself, like the power and the ability to bring, like, the moon essentially representing the powers of the sun. I mean, not the powers of the sun, but the moon representing the powers of evolution, like how we see Luffy awakening the moon and all that stuff like that.
Well, I mean, they're essentially chasing both, like you said. Like, we have one with we have Shanks with Luffy, and then we have it also with Blackbeard. And then whenever you look at it from the other side, whenever we're looking at it of the point of view of Shamrock, and we're like, he's also chasing Blackbeard, but he's also doing the same thing with Luffy. So they both have this interaction of looking at that Sun and Moon figure that we're seeing for both Blackbeard and Luffy, and then of course with Shanks and Shamrock doing that same exact thing. So it's like pretty much they're coinciding with each other. So it's the same thing. I say both.
You know, with that thought process now, with the whole idea of the sun being the figure that gets chopped up and the moon being the figure that has to stay, if we apply like kind of the Luffy and Blackbeard, I believe Blackbeard would kind of represent that moon that's gonna have to get chopped up. You know, like if that makes sense, like split apart. Whereas the sun
if
figure,
he hasn't already, right?
if he hasn't already, quite.
That is true.
If he ends up being
if
like
we
that
don't
science
see at the end of
experiment.
God Valley, like Zebek going, as the last panel with his son. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Thank you for the pirate treasure and the lightnings from you, Austin. I appreciate you that, Joe. That pirate treasure was sick. I was like, what the hell? I have a pirate eye.
Yeah, I was like, clutched your pearls like I said something terrible. You're like, huh? I was like, I didn't say anything that bad yet.
But
But yeah.
Yet.
I mean,
I
that's
want to see it on a. I want to see that theory on.
That's a great concept. I mean, honestly, it's a great theory. That's a great add-on to the theory of the whole Hati and Skull thing. Because when looking deeper into it, just think about like, then look at them themselves being Hati and Skull were both giant wolves. They're half giant, half wolf, right? And Shanks and Shamrock are not giants, but we're seeing the implications of their stories tied to the giants. I mean, Shank defends a giant land specifically. So looking into that case, they both don't have the wolf transformations, but I wouldn't be surprised if, again, Garling's the wolf. He's the big bad wolf, you know?
Austin, thank you for the hanging lights. That was sick.
That was cool as hell, thank you. You ever heard, like, the story of, like, the big bad wolf? Like, he'll huff and he'll blow you down, like... What was the? It's like a nursery. I can't remember it specifically.
Oh, because there's the three little
I'll
piggies
huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
It sounds like they made a house of stick of something else than a brick, and that one didn't get blown.
Yeah, straw, sticks, and bricks.
Yeah, literally. That's literally
The
what
straw one blew over immediately. The stick one did, and then the bricks, they were safe.
Wouldn't blow. Yeah.
Have you guys thought about the Will of D meaning Davy?
I made a quick video kind of going over like my quick little, it still could be like a Will of Davy, even though we just got the Davy clan being like a separate thing. Like if it's kind of confusing to some people, I see a lot of people still asking this question. It is Davy D Zebek. So it's just like Monkey D, it's Davy D. So they're two things. However, it still could be the Will of Davy because we have characters like Chopper, whose name Tony Chopper, right? Like there's the precedent set. He was named by a Joy Boy parallel. Here, look. So Tony Chopper representing Davy Jones, right? Like his backstory, one of exclusion, deprivation, wanting, basically a Davy Jones-esque, punishment. Like you're suffering alone constantly until now you have your friends, and then you become Joy Boy, this joyous little child that is now on the Straw Hat crew. Which kind of leads into my duality of Joy Boy possibly being Davy Jones as well. But that's all I got.
I like the idea of Joy Boy possibly being Davy Jones. I love that idea.
I think Davy took the D name. Like I don't think he would. I think the original Davy Jones took the D name. He saw that Joy Boy was a D, and he was like, "I'm gonna start my own."
I think there's a third player.
Better than him.
I think there's a third player in this. So the reason I say there's a third player, okay, so we have Lily, right? We have Joy Boy. We've got Davy Jones. We all have set in stone 3 separate people, right? But there's a possibility that Davy Jones could be Joy Boy, right?
Yes.
Still a possibility, right?
Most definitely.
But here's the thing that I like to look at and start to think about, right? Okay. Wano. I look at Wano as the biggest thing because that's where we got the sun god. That's where he woke. I was like, okay, I'm going to look at the parallels. Kaido, Orochi. Orochi helps Kaido. So Orochi is the bum that gets help behind the scenes from the very powerful person that is Kaido. I see Kaido as the Davy Jones figure, whereas you have Orochi representing your emo, like your weak rain god-like figure. Like, think about it. The rain's not strong and cannot be strong and powerful unless the moon helps it to be strong. And it's the same analogy right there. Orochi representing the rain, that is Emu, and Kaido representing the moon that helps him to gain his strength.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, That's why I have that thought specifically.
You know how we always parallel Kaido as Joy Boy and like Big Mom as Lily back in the day as their like, you know, final last stand?
Correct.
What you just said kind of plays into my theory of Joy Boy's shadow essentially being stitched to Emu, and like that's kind of like how this abyss is kind of existing around them, like they're just like a shadow of the former self.
Mm.
That's why I was talking about with also my recent video about the Hito and Ito, where like the humans taken out of them. He's just the humanism's taken away, and he's a version of himself that likes to control everybody, to see, basically to not see the world down, not to keep the world from being destroyed and seeing its downfall, pulls away from that. And welcome and hello up to everybody who just came over on Twitch, Max. Hello, and thank you for the Prime subscription, Max. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that.
And Ryan over from TikTok is this is their Emmet theory. My theory is that Emmet went to Marie-Joie 200 years ago to protect Poseidon. Around that time, fishermen attended a reverie. Something likely went wrong, which is why Emmet stopped in to protect Poseidon due to her ties to Joy Boy. It's definitely a possibility. Like, they're... What was it? It was they're getting their, like, rights back, essentially. Like, they're being reclassified as people. Like, it was a very big moment. So I'm sure there was a big uprising to kind of go against that, much like Hody Jones being like a fisherman himself wanted to sabotage that in some way. Like there's probably both sides kind of playing into the fact that like Emmet out of desperation awoke, because it seems like you need the drums of liberation, but also praying to the sun god is what allows him to come back, and Emmet housing Joy Boy's hockey would have that like residual like power supply, right? Like just in case. Until you fully unleash this, you're basically like a contingency conduit where it's just like if anything bad enough happens, you can kind of show up and make a scene. At the very least, make a scene.
Well, my friend, my add-on specifically to that would be the fact that I hate when my mind blanks. I'm gonna jump off a bridge. What were we talking about?
Stored hockey,
Emmet.
Joy Boy, Emmet.
Oh, the Emmet hockey. My add-on to that would be the fact, though, of how Ghost was talking about the specific energy source they run off. Like we saw the ancient energy source, or possibly the drums of liberation. There's a high possibility that there's possibly an object within the Holy Land that caused Emmet to go up there. Now, my first thought was the giant straw hat, but who's to say the treasure of the Holy Land could not be, like with Ghost's thoughts, and the reason I started thinking of this is because how Ghost and E have been talking to me about Davy Jones possibly being Joy Boy, his soul, and I was thinking about his soul being trapped within the Holy Land, but specifically a piece of his soul or parts of his soul being trapped within the objects, like this giant straw hat. And it would make sense that if that hat, if Emu or themselves were keeping souls asleep or quiet, that hat itself called out or cried out for help.
Yeah.
It's either that or we saw another parallel to what happened to Shirahoshi when she went up there. Shirahoshi representing this forest god of the sea. The forest god attempted to be kidnapped. Emmet got called up there, and because of Emmet being caught up there and that stopping, they figured out some type of peace going on. Like it just seems like too quick of events though for that to really happen though.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of the belief that it was the Straw Hat, because I'm slowly coming to this idea that whatever clan that Joy Boy was a part of was able to put their will inside of objects, and the Davy clan specifically takes the will out of people. Like, and that's how, and I think Davy Jones came up with the idea of taking the power out of individuals, like we see with Whitebeard, and it's passed down through his line, and the Joy Boy being able to put his hockey within things, within, you know, possibly his hat, and especially Emmet himself, makes more sense to me that it's like a special technique handed down through the clans.
I love that idea because I was thinking about
has a better or has a different specialty.
I was thinking specifically that Davy Jones' clan is tied to the moon. The moon being a clan that like can't create life or essentially don't have a power of creating hockey, so they have to steal it. Like they take it from others. So same that's beautiful. Like the Davy clan essentially is a clan of people who can take devil fruit powers and house them within themselves. You know, possibly a clan of people who can. Go ahead.
They are the selfish.
Actually, that would even
Joy Boy is the selfless. That's what.
Actually,
it is.
that
He
would even
wanted to
revolve into the whole thing of like whenever Saturn's talking about like the whole body thing and all these different sorts of things. So honestly, that'd be some W pool. I actually really
Because
like that.
you know what truly makes sense with that too. It would make sense that it's not like they can just eat multiple devil fruits and like be fine. It would make more sense that like probably through some type of scientific advancement along with it that they can like you can allow them to house multiple devil fruits, or maybe they engineered them to where that they upgrade to where you can make these people be made of multiple genetics. You know, there's a
Exactly. Yes.
That's true. Very true.
Because like each clan to me is going to have something special about it, because that's just an anime trope eventually. So like the Water Clan, it being secret, probably they probably had the deepest connection with Poseidon at one point and like watched guard over the ocean, but and then
It's really important that like Law understands with his devil fruit.
Oh yeah.
He can change the ordinances with like snow and rain. Like before it gets incorporated with the actual sea and whatever else, he can use that. He can use water with his Ope Ope no Mi as long as it's like rain and it's gone through like the process of like becoming rain, right? It's like it's no longer tainted sea. Like that's where people get that idea where it's just like, well, the precipitation and the rain cycle is what like allows things to, you know, get past the devil fruit weakness. It's like that's why Wano could be very special, right? It's a basin of centuries worth of just rainwater, not necessarily seawater. So it's like once that goes down, it creates an all blue situation and like kind of like disperses and dispels a bunch of the shit.
And then another thing is just a little bit of a surface level is, you know, Law's name itself, Water D Law. He controls the law of the water.
You're not wrong, water law, but also, dude, the world's locked in the water law, dude. Like it's water law in this world.
He's not gonna die. I don't think he's dead.
I don't.
I think he's
I don't
much
either.
more important.
Nah.
Joe, by the way, thank you for the 251 goats, buddy. Austin, thank you for the 220 lightnings, my friends. I appreciate. I just didn't want to interrupt anyone while we were talking, but thank you guys, my friends. I want you guys to know I do see you. I do see you and appreciate you.
We see you. We just talk.
So what's going on?
When you see this fat
Yeah,
smile pop on my face and I can't say anything, and you know, that's why. That's why.
got
The
a
people
big
on Twitch
old-
too, we do see you guys. Don't worry. I definitely see you guys. I was gonna get to you guys too. You said, I see your highlighted question. Jimmy, let me get to you. Maybe like a mermaid princess being able to control sea kings every few generations. Maybe every few generations a Davy clan member can wield two fruits, or maybe it's just a die. That would be kind of a cool concept. If maybe like every few generations there's a Davy clan member who's born into the family that kind of has the ability to wield multiple devil fruits. But I would think it's more so something like every few years it would be a Davy clan member who's just the exact reincarnation of Davy Jones himself. Just like there's an exact reincarnation of Joy Boy himself too. Like the Sun Clan.
Like perfect genetic match.
Yeah, literally. Like just how Luffy's basically the direct reincarnation of Joy Boy. Blackbeard should be the direct reincarnation of Davy Jones, and it should be like that. So, like there's a direct reincarnation of Lily somewhere, direct reincarnation of whoever the Earth God was. Like I think that's how it's kind of playing out here. Direct reincarnations who need to come back within this timeline and all work together, even though they're all on opposing sides.
Here, I'll look at Yusef's question here. I'll kind of condense it a little bit because I was just reading it.
After this one, Ghosty?
So
Ghosty, after this one, smoke break because we hit 10. We're at 15K, about to be at 10K or 15K.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just didn't want to miss this one. So this
I
one's
can get a
asking
drink.
about our theory about Zoro possibly being a Three-Eye Tribe member and possibly having the ability to read the poneglyphs. One thing I wanted to point out is just because you have the voice of all things does not mean you can read the poneglyphs. And that is a misconception that Big Mom has spewed out into the world because of her own misunderstanding. And as I was rereading that, she thinks that Roger was able to read the poneglyphs. She was under the impression he was able to read it because of the voice of all things. She didn't even consider Odin. So she's thinking that putting's her contingency plan. So when you're talking about Zoro and the fact that he's this Three-Eye Tribe member, if you remember in this filler, he comes upon a poneglyph, just like Roger hears the voice of all things to find the poneglyph up in Skypiea. So perhaps if he has these latent abilities, like he's just spewing out his conqueror's hockey, blah, 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 maybe his sense of direction is quite literally leading him to a poneglyph. His voice of all things is so like stoically silent that it's just literally just pulling him, like dragging him by the hand. It's like, you
Yeah.
got to go this way.
Well, technically, opening your third
It's like,
eye.
Stop.
Technically, opening your third eye should be the voice of all. That should be an allusion or an analogy to the voice of all things itself. It's like an awakening. So, like, if Zoro truly does have a third eye that sometimes he awakens or opens, and that like he has to basically be able to, that's what's kind of getting him lost. Also, it would make so much sense because he's got a third eye, he doesn't know where he's looking at, so he's seeing three things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would only
Well,
think.
and, yeah, that makes more sense for Zoro too, to not necessarily be able to read it, and it's just like he doesn't necessarily have to. Like that it would be cool enough that he's got this like innate sense of just where to go, but he doesn't really understand why. Just like his Skonkrasaki, he doesn't understand it. Similar to how we just learned that Loki doesn't understand his powers, so maybe he has something similar, and that's why this flashback is so accurate, right? He's got the time. He got the timestamps. He got everything. He's like, here's my receipts. I remember everything. I'm Nostradamus of the past.
Put it side on the dotted line.
All right. That being said, though, we do have our blinker check. So
Yeah, we're at 16K
you got your
now.
buzzball check, Drag.
Drac, you got the buzzball check, my boy.
Yeah.
All right, what's that?
I gotta do some grinding, dude.
Yeah, I gotta hide it behind the microphone here.
This means another Theory Piece episode posted tomorrow too. W.
Evil Yark time is right, Joe.
Rip that thing, Joe.
Oh.
Your follower, Coochie Man, joined from post. What kind of name is that, bro?
Dude, there's one specific username that I can't say when they come into my chat, and they know it, and they will come in at the beginning of my stream and never come back, and they'll just say my name, and I can't. It's a PG username, but when you say it out loud, it's a slur.
Oh wow.
No.
And every single time they come into my chat, they're like, say my name.
Okay.
And I'm like, no.
What do I think about Dragon's arm tattoo?
Oh,
I don't want to talk about your knees.
ooh-wee.
No.
Ooh-wee.
You're asking the wrong
Yeah.
guy. You see the man in green?
I know exactly what people that try to make
Ooh-wee.
stuff.
You see the man in
All
green
right,
over
so
there?
Mario. So look, so check it out, right? So whenever it comes to Dragon's arm tattoo, right? So we're pertaining to. Are you talking about whenever he's like? We're talking about God Valley, or in specific to like 22 years ago, like 7 months after the O'Hara incident. But I mean, either way though, like he has also the leg band, and then he also has it on his arm, and then now it's on his face, right? So whenever it comes down to it, I think that it just relates to the whole thing with Skype. I preferably think of the Shandorian bell. That's what I related to. Like whenever we're looking at like how it has all the monkeys and whatnot, whenever we're looking at it, like I see the same exact thing. It's just that he just prefers to have dots, and I think that there's a lineage factor to be based upon that. But I also think that it also relates to the fact of like what his devil fruit encompasses, which is with fusion. That's what I was. We'll just have to see.
Kev, thank you for the
Thank you,
100
Kevin
roses,
West,
my
for
friend.
The gifts.
Oh yeah,
Gifted sub.
Kev, thank you for the
what's
gifted
going
sub
on,
on
big
TikTok
dog?
too.
Yes,
Over
sir.
to Lego, we appreciate that. And Mario, thank you for the goat, the 10 goats, my friend.
I
think Dragon has a connection to Sky
connection
Pete.
to Sky Pete.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jink,
man.
bro, get me a pineapple soda and don't you forget about it.
All right, don't worry, I got you. Just put it on my tab. I literally got you, bro.
Yeah, you got like 4 on there already, but you know, whatever.
4.
What's
Go.
Where'd the other 3 come from?
My imagination. I just want soda.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! What's Dragon's middle name? Don't got it, big dog.
Dragon's middle name is
Sean,
crazy.
got that
Dream,
one.
Davey. Like,
I don't got that one.
pick a D name.
Shoot.
I'll
I
get
mean,
the crowd.
I just
Chris,
think
we're
that it's an
having a good night, my
amalgamation.
friend.
Like,
Hope
Like,
you are
granted-
too.
like, of course, it's not probably going to be the most accurate word that you could probably say for like their middle name. I just think that like whenever it comes to just the overall D like meaning, I just think that it's an amalgamation of all the words that you could possibly use, such as like dream or whatever the case is, drums or whatnot. But I usually look at like Dharma usually. So I got monkey, Dharma, dragon.
Noise.
Dharma would be fire.
Yeah, like at this point, Emu even said like the people don't even know what the D means. So at this point with the inherited will, it's what you make of it, right?
True.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like what Rayleigh said. Like you will get to the One Piece, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because you'll come to your own conclusion. I
Exactly.
feel like that's the
Like-
same sort of.
And honestly, I think whenever we see the whole thing with 1086 and we're looking at Sabo, Ace, and Luffy, and they just say like, you can be a D-Clan member. Okay, that means anybody can be one. It's not like you're just, okay, if you're of this specific like race, it doesn't matter. Or
Right.
you're just with these specific people. Like, you can just be like, you know what, matter of fact, I want Robin to be a D-Clan member. I want Chopper to be one. I want Shirahoshi to be one. It doesn't matter. If you
Right.
are to be aligned with these same type of people, you are also to be a D-Clan member. So that's why I say most of these people that align with Luffy and the Straw Hats, I say that they are all just D-Clan members without the middle initial. That's what I say.
Well, that's the difference between a clan and a family. It was like the clan is multiple people who share no genetic, who may or may not share genetic traits, bloodlines,
Yeah.
whatever. But the like if it were the D family, then it would allude to genetics and bloodlines. But the fact that Oda specifically says that it's the D clan, or that he writes it as the D clan, makes it so that it's all encompassing,
Right.
all
That's why I wanna
races,
see a
all
fishman.
bloodlines.
I want to see a fishman. Like I want to see a fishman with a D initial.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm trying to see everything. Man, that'd be
Yeah,
dope.
that's Vendor Decken, bro.
I know that's the thing. I just needed to be
I
seen.
just wanted
Like-
someone better.
Like
Well,
I know for a fact.
Actually,
I already know that
I
it's
need to
probably
go
gonna be
back.
better.
Was he smiling when he died? He kind of has like a permanent smile because he's always.
I'd have to
But,
look at it. Yeah, I'd have to look at it.
I need to
I
see if
did
he has to
really
smile
rock
when he
with Vendor
dies.
Decken,
That's gonna be my new agenda.
Awesome. Thank you for the 15 goats, buddy.
Member.
I appreciate you.
So, Frosty, you said clone. Oh, you had to spoil this, but I mean, he said
We get
What are we
into
getting
our
an IRL
theory piece
theory
with
piece
everyone.
for?
I mean, really, the difficulty is Ghost in Canada. I don't know if Ghost wants to come here and be stuck here. They might not let him go home.
shoot. Honestly,
Right.
I'll go to
Yeah.
Canada. I don't care.
yeah.
I'll go to Canada. I think that'd be dope.
Well, we'll come to
Yeah, with
Canada.
my
Shoot.
digital footprint, I'm scared to go across the border.
Listen, I'm scared of
I don't blame
everything,
you.
but I will go look for a Wendigo.
You can find
Y'all
those
are-
in the
y'all are welcome
backyard,
to come
dude.
up here. You know, I want to move out back to the East Coast, and then I'll be closer to everybody anyway.
That would be fire if you moved up. Ghost, if you moved to the East Coast, dude, you'd probably get tired of me. I'd be at your house all the time. Ghost, I got some fish.
We can go deep sea fishing, get some halibut.
Quite literally. Nah, it's cold over there, though. Fucking
Halibut.
halibut. Halibut are massive. That's great fishing.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Just go out on like an 8-hour trip and try and just catch something.
That's usually what I do. If I don't catch fish, I'm catching a buzz. One of the two, dude. Usually catch fish, though.
I finally have
Devil fruits. What about devil fruits specifically? You asked.
How do you think
Say
Jimmy
what
got
about
named First Son of the Sea? He's this first son of the sea god. And Jimmy's a time traveler from the past.
Like he has a very uncanny resemblance to not only Sebek, who is, as we know now, like a Davy Jonesian pirate, like with his whole like eye aesthetic. He has the same scar, but also he has the hair of a Nefertari king.
I said that, though. His
So
name's
it's like,
Jimmy.
you look at like those two things together, like Davy Jones, Nefertari, Ancient Kingdom. It's First Son of the Sea.
Jimbei Nefeltar,
He's a time
baby.
traveler.
Jimbei Nefeltar.
But that's one of our craziest hopeful pulls. As much as like Aruj could becoming a Lunarian.
The Aruj becoming a Lunarian would just be,
like please happen.
it would be ridiculous. You know what would be even crazier pool of God? If they even announce there's another child, Gertrude, I don't care if I even get the name right. If there's another child, oh, it's over with. Which I would assume.
Oh, people won't even get past the fact that the name's wrong. They won't be happy that you just.
Yeah,
They won't even care.
Even if you got everything else right, they'd just be like, nah,
yeah.
his name's not Kanjito.
you didn't get the name right. No. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is.
It's
Oh.
almost like the names are one of the hardest things to predict.
You're not wrong.
You said there.
It's like,
You said there's a picture where Nami had ring.
Well,
eyes.
case in point is the Gorosei. Like we always say, we got almost all of their power set right, everything that they were going to do, like down to their aesthetic, and it's just like, nah, it's not the Caledonia Board, it's the Fengji. Same thing,
Same thing, but yes.
Demonic.
Literally
Yeah.
same powers, but this one's just a rain deity.
Go.
It's like, hey, look at this. You got a Mexican mole lizard that looks exactly like the thing that's on the stairs. Maybe he's a sandworm because that's what they do. Oh, good, it's a sandworm.
There you
But
go.
apparently
There you go.
that wasn't Jupiter. That was the thing that threw me off. Apparently that wasn't
Ooh,
Jupiter.
the Night
but I got
Star.
his
Thank you, my friend.
transformation Right, based on the wrong information. Tell me how.
Dude, that's like the fourth one I've seen.
Oh, the Night Star.
Yeah, it's a cool animation. Yeah.
I know it's dope as fuck. I like
Love
seeing
that
it.
one.
But
Is the
there's a
One
picture
Piece?
where
There's another one. Thank you, Austin.
There you go.
look. You like people ask what
Oh,
it
the
is.
Night Star.
I say it every time, and I give you guys the best hint of all
And a
time.
third.
It's Gaimon's father. Give you guys the best hint every time. Please,
The father of Gaimon.
please.
Night Star,
Please.
thank you, sirs. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You
So
guys
do I
got
got
any
any
One
One
Piece
Piece
tattoos?
Tattoos? I have a One Piece tattoo. I've got the Straw Hat Jolly Roger there.
Yeah, I don't got
call it
any
too
right now.
close to the camera, else it like blurs me out and whatever. But yeah, I got the Jolly Roger there, and I want to get on this side. I want to get kind of like a drum kingdom, like that, like purple, pink aesthetic with the cherry blossoms, but also like the blue undertones of the like snow.
I don't have any tattoos whatsoever.
Fine. Yeah, I don't
Because
have
on,
any
on this
One
side,
Piece
on this
yet.
side of my arm, I have like fall. So if I want to do, winter and do a seasonal change all across here, and with fall.
I'd like to get some
All I'm
tattoos.
waiting on is to see Dragon. I just need, as soon as we see Dragon do anything, and I'm getting it tattooed, and I'm getting the revs. I'm getting the rev logo. I have to rev my coat to the fullest extent. I just won't be getting that.
When
face
you get
tattoo
when
because
you
that's
get a
on my
rev
face.
tattoo, I'll get one. I'll get the shield at the same
True.
time as you.
I'm gonna get Forrest God Chopper tattooed on my
I just can't
forehead.
get that face tattoo.
Tatted on
On
your
my
forehead.
forehead is crazy.
Get it right here.
I just can't get the dragon face tattoo. So many people ask if I'm gonna get that, and I will not do that.
You
I
can't do
anything
it.
with
You
my
can't
face
do that. It'd be
tattoo.
crazy.
They can't
Just
do
do
it.
the actual
They
scar.
can't
Just
do
get
it.
the
I
actual
cannot do it.
scarification.
Oh no.
They can't do it.
Go, what's up, my boy?
Stick a blade in your face.
The timeline between Joy Boy and Nika, I would say about 800 years. Luffy's the current Nika. If you're saying Nika from the past, shoot, I would say date that back to the time of the Tree of Knowledge coming into existence. I would say probably about
I
3,000
was gonna
years.
say there's not like a definitive timeline between
Six-
Joy Boy and
doesn't it go
Nika
back
because we don't
5,000
have a timeline for where Nika was, but the oldest tree in One Piece is 5,000 years old, and
So I just
I
need that
went
too.
to I went to assume that Nika was probably around the time of the tree. Or
Exactly.
even before it. Well, because I even think of it this way, like how we do our calendar. Like if we do BC and AD, so before Christ and after, whatever, before Christ and ad Dominem, and then so it would be like maybe that tree sprung up after Nika died, and it's like the beginning of history, like of recorded history, and so on, like how we keep how we switched over in the same way in the real world. But once again, very thin
I just
idea
associate it with the heaven calendar. That's what I say.
One
I
punch
say
fits you for the
associate it
20
with heaven
lightnings.
calendar.
The
That's
25
kind of like
trillions.
that BC that we have, right? And then we also have our what am I thinking of? The one that no one has. I can't recall. what
BC
it
and
is.
AD
but-
is what are the two.
Well, like it was like the age
Oh,
of
no, I
heaven
was
to
saying
the age
for-
of the sea, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's what it is. Age of the Sea. That's what I was saying. Like I was pretty much using what you
like
were saying and comparing the same
Age,
thing.
I'm talking like the age
Yeah.
of Aquarius. Like you're talking
Yes.
like the age of Aquarius, like the different zodiac signs. They each have their different age. Yes.
Yep.
And the age of Aquarius is like the age of Jesus coming back or something, or was the age of Jesus, or we are currently in it, or something like that. Yeah.
We have been
Right,
live.
So
one
I
of
just
those.
associate
We've been
the
live for
age
40
of the
minutes.
sea circle.
You missed 40 minutes, I would
Okay,
say.
got
Oh, age of
Appreciate
Caesar.
you.
Oh yeah. Oh, in the One Piece world. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I was equating to what you were talking about with the AD and the BC. Pretty much for like
yeah.
One Piece terms. Yep.
Thank you for the 20
Yes, sir.
cocktails of One Punch. Kevin, thank you for the 2 paper cranes, my friend. I appreciate them. Those are fun to watch. Yeah, only
You
40
guys are
minutes, my
live at
friend.
it?
You only missed 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
You're A-okay. Well, you got 20 minutes about, or maybe more. We'll see. Austin, thank you for lightning too, my friend. So I was thinking about like what to talk about pertaining to in a new video with the soul in One Piece and how the soul upgrades within One Piece. Joe with a goddamn
Joe,
galaxy
Bringing up the
god.
soul.
Galaxy
Thank you for the
bro.
galaxy.
Thank you, my friend. My soul just got upgraded right there. Whoa. Oh, and
Another
another
one.
one. Back to back.
Another
Okay, Joe. Y'all,
Another
are we about to hit that
Another
goal tonight? We're at 5. And
Another
another one. And another
AJ
one.
Swanson.
Galaxy's
Another
coming
one.
in, Joe. Oh, shit.
coming in like a madman.
Coming in like a madman with the
It's like
galaxy.
that Superman comic where he's busting through all the suns to gain his power. Just boom.
Yeah, just do. Yeah.
Damn.
I
That
love
put
those
us.
panels.
And a
Those actually
level
crazy. I don't read
ship
comics,
from
but I see, like, those pop up.
Austin?
I watch them every time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Look, y'all don't have to compete with each other. Damn, that was insane. Austin dropped a level ship.
It doesn't matter what you say, they will. It doesn't matter what you say, they will.
Holy
they have
shit.
oppositional defiance disorder.
They really do.
But
lion.
pertaining, what I was saying was pertaining to the upgrading of the soul. I was thinking about how the fact of like, just talking about the fact of like, okay, the soul in One Piece definitely upgrades. Like if you have a sword, right? And every swordsman imbues their soul within their own sword. Like as they use it, they could become one with their sword. So their soul gets left within that sword. But the thing is about what part of their soul gets left within it. So if they have a good death where they're smiling, you get like a heavenly sword. But if they have a bad death where they die, you get something like a demon sword or a demonic sword, or one that has demonic connotations towards it, if that makes sense. So,
I'm just laughing at Joe. He's like, "You don't want to do this, Austin."
but
Appreciate you, Chris.
Austin with another level up ship. I think he said, "Yeah, I do, Joe. Fuck you." God damn.
Let's open up the hangar.
But pertaining to that, talking about the soul upgrade, I was thinking that with that in mind, you know how Odin, when Zoro used Enma and he had Odin's sword, and the sword awoke, essentially, not awoke, but like Kaida was like, "Hey, why do I sense Odin in the sword?" I think the same thing applies to every sword within One Piece, and you can essentially become one with the soul within the sword. So I think that's why Shanks is able to do his hockey attack. Roger's attack, I don't think he learned it from Roger because we did like no. I think that is Roger's sword he has. That's
Those things are awesome. Just boom.
a diamond gun. I've never seen that one. Damn. All right, Joe.
Bro, the goal just got obliterated.
Fucking Shaq on. Oh my
God.
Thank you, Joe.
Lord, I literally
Wait.
went to just go get me another one. Oh my goodness. Well,
Yes.
seriously.
Well, that means it's time to take a bowl for everybody. Eat. It's time for you to take an absolute blinker, and it's time
Like
to
I
play.
just got it, just so I could just,
Can we play Take Your
I'm
Time?
just trying to catch up. Give me 1 second.
I will say just real
Like-
quick for you, Quell, something to go along with what you're saying. I mean, Enma is literally king of hell. Is like the king of the underworld. That
Right.
is- that's what the sword Enma is named after, and so that could be an allusion to.
Yeah, and you see exactly what I'm saying, though, right? Like Zoro's trying to take over, like the King of Hell, Enma. Zoro became one with the soul that's already within his sword.
Yeah. I was just giving you more.
Exactly.
More of
And that's what
ammunition.
Odin basically had to do too. They both had to become one with the wills within their sword over and over. But basically, if you die with the sword, you just add on to the power within that sword, if that makes sense.
right, because I mean, shoot, your soul is going to go to hell anyway. I mean, especially because Zoro knows that he was going to go there anyway.
Exactly. I'm trying to play
What's
Take Your
your
Time by
choice? What's
Scatman
your
John, and this thing just wants to.
Oh man, it's DJ Drac once again.
This might be the right one.
It always is,
Yeah.
man.
I don't need DJ Drac because I got
Okay,
it,
now-
motherfucker. Ooh, ooh,
Okay,
ooh,
okay,
ding,
okay.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
It still doesn't work for me. I've tried so many times.
It just brings up so many options. Do I see you? Yes, I do see you. How you doing, Rich? Oh, wait. Hi. Why is your name Rich?
Lord. They're not cooked right now, bro.
Drax, show us the cut.
Line is actually decent.
That was.
This goes out to
Whale
Joe.
diving.
Wait, what did you just send, Austin? That was a whale diving? Joe with
Whale
the diamond go just before?
Yeah, I can't see straight.
Hold on, I gotta reset the goal now. God damn. Gotta make it. Ah! It's so bad the thing's just going along with whatever's there now at this point. I can't even reset it. Here's what we'll do. Take your time.
Darker than Emma is crazy. I mean, shit, I always try to make sure my hairline.
Where did you get that hoodie? What the fuck, Drac?
No, it's so sick.
Yo, get back here.
Get
Get the fuck back here. Where'd you get that
my
hoodie?
fault, my fault. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll turn off my background so I can at least give a full dim. My fault, guys. So in specific.
Shout out to Joe and
What
Austin
the-
for sponsoring the hype train. Joe,
That looks
Austin,
so cool.
we appreciate you.
That is wild.
That shit looks comfy too.
Why-
Just like,
Guys, you have a question. Why does everyone have a cringe background? Is someone jealous?
Hold on.
Someone's jealous.
Hold on.
He's
Hold on.
he's mad he doesn't have one.
Nah, anybody who's regularly in my audience knows I'm cringe.
There's nothing
I
cringe about it.
embrace it.
He's just jealous.
no, but everyone's
Oh,
got a
I
cringe
know,
background.
I know, Chloe. I got you.
E with the fire. That's Austin with a fiery dragon. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate
You're
you.
either jealous or you're just miserable. It's one of the two.
One of the two, because you're still here.
He picked jealous. He picked jealous.
It's one of the two.
You know,
And a night star from Austin
For
too.
the Night
Thank you, my
Star,
friend.
Austin.
like, dude, take your time, relax. Like, oh my goodness.
I can tell Joe's just like stewing in the background. He's like, you don't want this.
No, Austin went up 13. Austin's at like Austin's.
Applauding.
I don't know. Austin's way too high right now. I don't know. He's at a ridiculous number. The scarf is so tough. Yeah, it goes
Joe
crazy.
would just be coming with some hot shit.
Okay.
You know, Joe will come with some hot shit.
Okay. Crazy theory, right? Just
Okay.
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I'm gonna think of something crazy off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna think of something. He said, I'm gonna come up with something.
I truly was like, hold on. I was like, is it about to be some wild shit?
Yeah,
No!
my meeting to
Ooh!
look in.
Ooh!
Clip it. Somebody clip.
Never mind. I kind of made a video on that, so I don't really want to talk about it.
No, I did have something good, and then I was like, damn, I did make a video about it. I did have some hot shit, but I was like, fuck.
No, I was finally sitting here and I was like, oh yeah, I actually have video
You
ideas.
said how long?
now.
Like, wait, how long do y'all predict the current manga flashback will be from what the time is? I think we have 4 chapters.
I called 6 the other day.
Code 6? Okay, then I called 4.
Hey, you two, stop it!
Damn, Dracky yelling at us.
No, bro, my fucking dogs are back here going feral on each other, bro.
Oh,
He yelled at me. He yelled at me.
Oh my fucking god, what is that? Joe Austin put it on another like this.
No. Joe is crazy.
Joe,
No, Joe is
what
crazy.
the fuck is a future journey? What the fuck is that?
Nah, Joe,
I don't know,
Joe,
but
I
it jumped him
swear,
up
bro.
18. It jumped him up 18,000 points.
Wait, I didn't even mean to put.
he said you don't want this, man.
Why? Wait, I didn't even put the goal that high. But what the fuck?
After Austin said truce. After Austin said truce.
Yeah, it was too late. The shot was already fired.
Oh my goddamn god!
He loaded. Too.
He said, I'm hitting innocents regardless. I don't know where the bullets are gonna land.
Yeah, I'm carpet bombing the whole area.
Clear out that area. Which area, sir? All of it.
All of them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, just yes. Yeah.
Bro, I mean,
Yeah.
shoot, honestly, I just want to see a Rouge's backstory, man. That's all I want to see. I just wanna
Same.
see Arouge so
I've been
bad.
thinking about Arouge so much lately.
Like, I'll look back at my theory and I'm like, fuck, I know I got that shit to the T.
Well, with all the NL callbacks, we're gonna get a Birkin, and it's not gonna be an L, so it's gonna be a Rouge. Just like
That'd be
we
so-
get into the imagery bombs for everything else, and then it's the opposite.
What
Did
the
you post
fuck?
last week?
Is that
Did you
a
post last
future
week's
city?
He
video
said
on YouTube?
Future City.
Yes, he did. I seen it.
He did.
It's
Keepers, boys.
Well, then I was gonna say, Chris in TikTok chat.
crazy theory. Morgan's
last theory piece. I gave an entire Brooke backstory there.
I got
Last week's
beef.
theory piece. It's up on the YouTube channel.
I have beef with this person, dude.
You do.
He just said crazy theory. Morgan's human form looks something like Quell.
God.
It's like that, bro. Damn.
Alright, so you said, wait, Will, what did you say? So you said,
What's up, Osman? How you
So you're
doing?
saying I'm
all the
influential.
Birkins? Oh, you're thinking Nami is also from Birkin, or from Burka as well? That would be very
Austin's just trying to catch up now. He's like, God damn it.
Damn it, Austin. Thank you for the Night Star, buddy. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so
I
much.
mean, yeah, again, I say that Aruj is one of the fallen priests on Skypiea.
No, Morgan's not being scared of CP0 as a teenager is badass. But speaking of Yarouge, Drac, if he turns out to end up becoming a Lunarian, dude, my theory for Yarouge right now, like, all right, we've been seeing the man the entire storm. We don't know where the fuck he is or what he's doing. But if you think about Yarouge and who he is as a person, he's the only person, like Skypean type of person, whose wings changed like that. Of first they were Birkin wings. First he had Skypean wings. Then they became Birkin wings. Then they went back to regular Birkin. Then they went back to that of Birkin wings that are massive. They look like king's wings now. I believe Yarouge, like, think about it. In Skypiea, place connected, the first place we hear about the sun god, he's trying to learn about the sun god, but he meets a Nell. No one here is connected to the sun god properly. They all do live life wrong. So he denies the sun god there. This place is wrong. They don't know the true teaching of the sun god. So he wants to make his way to the next place. To the next place connected to the sun god. Elbaf. He's in Elbaf, but where would he be in Elbaf? The Holy Land. So just like Kaido, because we saw when Kaido jumped from the sky and we first see Kaido get introduced, Yarouge is right there standing next to him. And he jumps off and fucking tries to off himself. I think the same thing is going to happen to Yarouge. He will be jumping off, not getting jumped, but he will be getting thrown off the top of Elbaf, and he's going to end up essentially dying, but being reborn as Lunarian. He's not going to fully. I don't think he's going to fully die. I think it's just going to be more of like a. It's kind of really
Like a
hard
leap
to.
of faith sort of thing.
Literally, yeah, literally. Also, Austin, thank you for the level shit, my friend. But it's really hard to think how someone like Yarouge would end up go through a full death-like state to become a Lunarian, but he has a devil fruit. That's my thing. So that's why it makes so much more sense, because think about the light side and the dark side, right? He's the good, he's the monk, he's got the strength, he's got a fruit that allows him to absorb power. So I'm thinking of the opposite of that, to absorb damage. I'm trying, like, the opposite, which he should be able to output.
So,
He's trying to. It's basically how we were saying that like Chopper is the mythical creature recreating himself into a mythical Zoan, where like Aruj is like he has all the aspects. He has like most of the DNA. He's got the fruit to like kind of have that explosive force back out like a Lunarian does. So he's like almost there, and he's on his little Mad Monk pilgrimage, and it's like you saying. We'll see him maybe like falling off the top of like a sky island or the top of Elbaf. That's like a bird learning how to fly, like jumping out of the nest, right? For their first time, it's just like the leap of faith. You're gonna fly for the first time. If you don't, you're gonna fall.
And what's perfect is
Have enough faith that you're going to fly.
And what's perfect is he would fall into the icy underworld of Elbaf. So in order to get warm, he'd have to literally himself mutate, evolve, become a fire. Like, it fits so perfectly, too. But what's even crazier about it is what's down there in the underworld of Elbaf is beast, amalgamations of creatures, like creatures that are amalgamations of different. What is a Lunarian? Seems to be an amalgamation of maybe two different creatures. It's a concept, fire, and then a creature, a bird, and then a human, you know? But King was the perfect representation of, like, what we think the original D-Clan members were like, just amalgamations of creatures. King is a pterodactyl, he's a bird, and then he's a human, all in one. Like, three things combined into one thing. So that's what I'm seeing for Yarouge. Yarouge is going to take a step up and possibly becoming the next Lunarian within the story.
Well, that whole aspect that you were talking about with King being like, you know, like a pterodactyl, having that serpent aspect to him, or like that dragon aspect, and the ties to Nika. There's that god that I brought up, God D in Mayan or Aztec mythology. It's Zamna. When you have their name together, it means sap sorcerer. So sap sorcerer, or like rubber man, which is basically Nika, is the sap sorcerer. But if you split up the name Zamna, or it's either Itz or Zamna, means like serpent house. So you have King being a pterodactyl or like a dragon Ryu fruit, having that like lizard aspect to him. So it's kind of just like a cool roundabout inclusion.
That is, I didn't even think about that. The whole having the whole, but it also makes me think of Mix. I was just looking at
actually, sorry,
Mixacoatl.
like the one last thing I wanted to put on that is like the type of pterodactyl or whatever he is. It's called a Wukong Opterid.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a Wukong Opterid. Like I made a video about it a while ago. And I'll have to find it just so I can send it to you again. But yeah, it's kind of like that all-inclusive. I'm like, oh, so Lunarian, haha, he's a pterodactyl, Wukong Opterid. That's funny. Joy Boy, lol.
Also, my friend, thank you for the Sunday Bowl and the 12 goats you sent in, my friend. We appreciate you for the gifts you guys are sending in. It's making it fun sitting here yapping with you guys all day. You
Big
think?
facts.
Do we think Rocks had Buggy's fruit awaken and that's how he split them? No, I don't think so. I don't think Rocks had Buggy's fruit. It'd be cool,
It'd be sick though.
but I don't think so.
Do you guys think Buggy will be the Pirate King? Probably. Luffy doesn't
Probably.
want
Yes,
that.
I
Pirate King
truly
is just a mean
stand that
student.
idea. Yeah, like again, Buggy. Like all we had to do is just go back to the first episode. We hear wealth, fame, and power. Buggy wants the fame, and he wants wealth, and he wants power. He wants all three. And to become the Pirate King, you're gonna attain all three of those things. So that's his ultimate goal. Outside of course, trying to get Captain John's treasure. But now we understand that he doesn't even care about it anymore. So he wants to be the Pirate King. I believe he will do so. Truly.
What role do you think Skype and the big world government bridges being built serve? Is Emu trying to avoid the flood himself? They've been building it for 700 years. Honestly, I think so. First of all, Skypiea itself, I think the role it plays within the story is the fact of it shows us the different ways as to what happened through the societies within the One Piece world, through to the drastic measures or the drastic way that humanity has destroyed the Earth. So, due to catastrophic events, now we have water spouts that send pieces of land up in the air. But I think that's an allusion back to the fact of how, at one point in time back in the day, when the world was absolutely either flooded or radiation or fires came down and destroyed the world, humans or humanity had to be sent up to the trees. They had to be sent to live in the skies, in the heavens, essentially. And my allusion to that would be, look at Zunisha. You have the minks living atop the trees right there. But it goes even deeper with that when you're asking about the Tequila Wolf bridges, because that again goes into the fact that when the world floods, the bridges were being built, but we see Emu are the one building the bridges. So if Joy Boy is kind of building these, having people go up in the lands or go to the bottom of the sea to adapt and survive, they're finding ways to actually live within the world. Emu is the one that's trying to go about these technological means or these artificial means of surviving this flood or these catastrophic events. And that's what building a bridge falls into the category of, a means to survive these catastrophic events. And going deeper into that, if you look, the bridges are unfinished. Now, you have no reason for that until you kind of see what's going on with Dami Reversi. Emu can give everybody they need to wings now. Why would if Emu's whole weakness and the whole issue with people who are devils or devil fruit is the water, the sea, the world's flooding and rising, the sea's rising. I live in the highest castle so I can stay a fuck away from the water and keep my devils away from it. Let me build a bunch of bridges, because that connects to Japanese mythology, the story of the March of 1,000 Demons, or 100 demons, where a bunch of bridges get built and a bunch of yokais come out and walk across it. That's exactly what I think Emu wants to do. Bring a bunch of demons into the world, and march all of them across the world and take over everything. But the bridges are there's no need anymore. Why? I believe Emu failed in that timeline. And now, Emu's found another means. And I'm just going to give everybody wings. Now they can all fly. Avoid the water that way. Every time Emu's plans get halted and stopped and something, Joy Boy doesn't completely win, but in every iteration in all these different years, Emu gets stopped. Emu's won 800 years, but we're still missing between the 800 years the different events that Joy Boy has done. Joy Boy's definitely come back a few different times. It's not just that he's never showed up in the 800 years. That's ridiculous. If the fruits evaded them, you don't think anyone's ate that fruit 800 years? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Now, the fruit not being awakened makes complete sense. Like, no one became Joy Boy, but even then, the people who tell us that the fruit hasn't been awakened in 800 years, they have no means of truly knowing it. It's one, the Gorosei, and the smaller, like the Gorosei themselves, how the fuck do they know? They can't even sense Joy Boy's haki. That makes no sense. How would they even know? Two, Zunisha. Zunisha's stuck on one side of the world. How can you hear the drums of liberation all the way on the other side of the world if they were to awaken over there? You have two sorcerers who give you that, who completely can tell you that. And then again, if I'm Zunisha and I haven't heard the drums of liberation in years and so long, and I've been waiting for them to come back. When Luffy awakened in Egghead, why didn't Zunisha come there too? There's no need, because Zunisha can't hear them all the time. Zunisha has to be nearby. That's what I believe. And that's what makes the most sense, that Zunisha can't hear all the way across the world. The drums of liberation aren't that loud. That would make no sense anyways. That's like saying Emu could hear the drums of liberation in the Holy Land. Zunisha just was nearby,
It's literally the radius of Luffy's heartbeat.
quite literally. So what? Zunisha
Quite
was just
literally.
nearby. That's all it is. Zunisha was nearby. That's why they heard it. But since Zunisha's not nearby, they couldn't hear it. So if the Drums of Liberation awakened anywhere else and didn't make their way to Zunisha, Zunisha would have no way of fucking knowing. How long can Zunisha live? We have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you could possibly look up like how long that elephant is going to live, and then like you can just like quantify it by like 100 years, and then just see how long Zunisha's been living for.
But sorry for the long tangent, my friend. But yeah, that was a great question, Jimmy. I love that question about the bridges because like I've always talked about the March of 100 Demons, and then even Zunisha's play and all of that, and the fact that Zunisha can't hear anything about the drums. The Gorosei are a very unreliable source. They can't even sense Joy Boy's hockey. So, and we that's confirmed they can't sense Joy Boy's hockey. We know this because when Luffy sends Mars flying back to Egghead, sends him flying back to the Holy Land, we see the Gorosei get sent back there. And you could say, oh, okay, well, they're going through the abyss, they got affected. But Mars is just sitting there like this. Oh, y'all are back, hey. Emu's up there on the ground going, oh, Joy Boy. So, only Emu can sense Joy Boy's hockey. Only Emu can sense him. Then, what makes that funnier, though, Ghost? Think about the first time Luffy awakened in Wano and all the hockey he poured out. Emu was up there like Mr. Crocker.
Yeah, just probably in the corner, all the butterflies like going nuts in the room. Like,
Just going crazy.
Oh no, it's Joy Boy!
oh god!
Who's gonna be the fourth like cross guild member? Are you talking about like in specific to like importance? Then I would say it'd be
It's
Doflamingo
fucking
and you guys.
Luffy!
I think the funniest thing is gonna be when Emu first sees Joy Boy because this is gonna be like eyes popping. Oh, Joy Boy, no! Oh fuck! Oh God!
You again?
Nah, dude, we can tell. But
Oh man!
I have the fourth cross guild member being Doflamingo, the fifth one being Weevil, and they're also going to bring back Bond Clay. So then you also have that fourth person that adds on to each one of their crews, like including, well, for Buggy at least, he already has his four. Then whenever it comes to Crocodile, he would have his number 4. So he already has number 1. He already has number 2. He just needs his number 3. Specifically.
Oh, you're fucking.
Joe, you're tripping right now, dude.
He said go
Yeah,
smash,
was that
I'm
I was
done!
gonna say, is that a finger slip? What was that?
What the hell, Joe? Thank you
No,
for the
that was
cheeries.
intentional. One, two.
Yeah.
The goats. Rich, thank you for the rose. The first gift, it came in finally. It came in. And then
Holy hell.
Joe, the goats, 71 goats, and then 1, 2. I can't even fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4 galaxies. God, thank you, Joe. The goat has been smashed and destroyed for the night again. Damn.
I think that was 9.
9? It's moving
No,
too
that
fast.
was, that was 9. He did that intentionally to have it come through as 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
And there's
Joe.
Mrs. Rich with the swan. With the swan.
With the swan, good lordy.
We love you guys.
We love you guys
You guys are crazy.
a lot. Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
That was fucking sick. Okay, Austin with the work hard, play hard. That was fucking cool. And Kevin with the caterpillar. How crazy do these gifts get? Oh my gosh, man. And a night star. Thank you, my friend. Once more. But Joy Boy and Luffy's hockey are different. Otherwise, Dorian Broggy would have mentioned it's the same. I mean, I think their hockey's different, correct, but I still think they have the same type of hockey, if that makes sense. Like, Luffy is the reincarnation. So they have the same type of hockey, but Luffy's hockey isn't Joy Boy's hockey. Like, the hockey that came from the past, that emits released from the knot, that's Joy Boy's hockey specifically. Luffy has his own hockey too, but it's the same type of hockey. Like, it's the same. The sense of it is exactly the same. Hello, mom number 2.
Hey, what's up, Mom? How you doing? Love you so much, Mom.
It's E's mom. We got E's mom in here now too.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in here. She just sent me a swan. Thank you for the TikTok live, Austin. I appreciate you. Mama E, yeah, Joe. Oh, dude, Joe just reminded me that I have to set up my whole super fans thing too now because that's like a new feature they
I-
added.
Yeah, I have to set up mine too, but I can't find where I can like put in stickers and stuff.
I
And we have Austin.
I'll see if I can help you. I'll see if I can help you. But Austin with a Galaxy,
Goddamn.
thank you, my friend. God damn. Took the lead. Yeah, you took it.
And
Whoa.
they say the economy's in the shits.
Right.
Oh man.
I condone the
Appreciate you
war in my
guys so
crew
much.
wish. It's okay.
So, what are you guys seeing coming in next chapter? Like, I'm curious as to what each of you think is coming for next chapter. Like, I definitely want to talk about what I'm going to see coming for next chapter. So, I'm curious. Again,
Oh, shoot.
next chapter
You
specifically.
guys go first.
Any battles coming? Any type of confrontations coming? Or do you specifically see a lot more of a lore chapter? Like, are we getting or are we coming out of the flashback?
No, I don't think we're coming out the flashback. I guess I'll rock out.
Thank you
what
for the
I have
hand hearts.
is- Shoot. I say going throughout this chapter, we're gonna see something revolving around Zebek. I can't really be in specific. I think that we'll see more of Dragon. I hope that he eats his. Well, he'll probably eat it in the next episode. Probably not this chapter, but I hope that we get something pertaining to actually seeing him like taking away Shanks and Shamrock, and then probably a confrontation of which, like, I don't know, like with the Garlink, and he gets saved by, like, I think it's of 3 people. I think it's of Roger, Zebek, or you have Garlink. And if he does eat his fruit this chapter, he puts Shanks in the chest. That's what I got.
Okay.
I got a couple of things that I would like to see in this next chapter. I was talking on my stream maybe a few days ago. I was like, I would love to see a double spread of Rocks, Garp, and Roger, all of their crews. Garp coming down, Roger coming from the
Yeah,
right,
like a
Zebek
three
coming from
angle.
the left. Yeah, the 3 angle, and Garp's coming down with a meteor fist. I want to see that. I want to see the clash. I think that's one thing that I think could happen. But then the other thing that I think could also happen, and I think could be more likely, is we're going to get a surprise pull up from Harold. But that one is much of a long shot. But I think he would come in to help Rox. And this is still Loki's flashback, right?
Correct.
Loki has to pull up, and it wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility to say that he stows away on King Harold's ship to tell us this story.
Oh, absolutely.
able to
Because you
tell
have
us
to think
the
about the
story.
parallels we just had from Wano, where we had multiple people stowing away with Odin, like in multiple directions, and then we had Carrot being a stowaway. I'm pretty sure, right, at some point, and Caribou stowaway. So it's like
Yep.
every arc has 2 or 3. So Loki being one, absolutely.
Dude, I'm thinking with 1161, we're gonna see Shanks' mother's face.
Oh, that'd be lit.
This is the chapter where we see her face, I believe, and I'm just like going along the whole idea of the whole Goka ideology and the whole Goka and Demon King thing. The Demon King always ends up with the Forest God or the Forest representation. That's who they're always chasing. So with that in mind, this woman should represent the Forest, or at least the woman he's with. So we should get her, and it's not Zebek, it's not Shanks' mom he's specifically with, but the representation of the Davy clan. If she's possibly Davy clan, her face should be revealed in 1161. I would expect it then. Because they said Zebek has family members there too, and family there. They didn't say that for no reason. They're not going to tell us who the rest of them are, at least one of them. They have to show us one of them. And it would make sense that it's Shanks' mom. It would be creepy if this woman looks like Zebek. That would be creepy as fuck. Like, a different woman's face. It's Zebek's face on a woman. Oh my god. She just looks... But if you know what? If I think about Zebek's face on a woman, like someone who kind of reminds me of
It would
Zebek...
just be like Correa.
Yes, Correa. It's just Correa, bro. Zebek's face on a woman's Correa. Yeah, she's got to be Davy Clan. She's got to be Davy Clan.
Will, that would be hot. Lady D. Zebek. There you go.
I mean, shoot. I'm wondering why he chose... Think about even him choosing the name Zebek, or the name Zebek being chosen, Davy D. Zebek, the saber of Davy. Like that's what I'm trying. Like Zebek, it's a sword, you know, or like the ship of Davy, if that makes sense. Davy D
Yeah,
ship.
Blackbeard shipping the saber of Zebek,
Correct.
and a Zebek being a ship.
Like his name itself is just a hint towards Blackbeard, like Davy D ship. What's Blackbeard's ship name? Saber of Zebek. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. You know. You just know Zebek's hair looks a little like Vander Decken's a little bit. Oh yeah, it does look kind of similar.
Hello.
To Vander Decken. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But remember, what did they tell you? The Vander Decken the first is all of the Davy clan. So Vander Decken is a Davy. They're related. He's a Davy clan member too. Vander Decken in 5. But you know what's crazy though? Oh my God! Think of the parallel there. Vander Decken ended up in Fishman Island. He gets betrayed by Hody Jones, but he's got the name Hody Jones. Vander Decken's the actual Davy clan member, but he's Hody Jones, right? The story's flipped there. It's Dami Reversi. Oh shit!
Quill, I made that message. I was locked. I was locked. I'm trying to tell you, I was locked.
Bro, he flipped that motherfucker. Davy Jones, because Davy Jones ends up stabbing Vander Decken when he like comes to like bring him the ship, and then like
No. And what makes it so much better? Oh my God! And then he takes those energy steroids, right? And so then what does he look like whenever he dies, right?
An old man, bro. Yes, that's Nika, bro.
Come
What?
on, big dog. Come on.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait, but here's the thing,
But mind you, no. Before he even gets old, think about it. He gets the white hair.
bro. But listen, the weapon he uses is a fucking trident, bro. He stole the trident, bro. It's not his trident.
Hello.
The trident's stolen. Oh man. Oh, to you, bitch. Oh my God. Wow.
I'm locked. I'm tapped in.
You think Shanks knows Nika? Oh, Joe, I'm 100% with you there, my friend. I think Shanks knows Nika. I think Shanks knows exactly who Nika is. Why? Because Mihawk has him in his sword.
No, because we have to see Vander Decken first. Like, I don't care. There's no reason why we got a silhouette if we don't see him.
I'm pretty sure Vander Decken the First is on Zebek's ship. I'm pretty sure.
You said on Zebek's ship?
Jimmy just dropped a sub over on Twitch. Thank you for the gifted sub, my friend. I appreciate you. But I'm more than.
Oh wait, go ahead.
Wait, yeah, Zebek's. Huh?
Because you said Zebek's ship. That's why I was.
I said something else before that too, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't. Gum Gum Lightning was blasting in my ear. I loved it too much.
So you were saying that whenever we're gonna be seeing like Vander Decken the First, he's gonna be on Zebek's.
Oh yeah, look at the front of Zebek's ship. What's weird is I was looking at the front of these ships, right? If you look at the front of Vander Decken's ship, I was like, okay, we ain't got no damn vampires in One Piece, but we got vampire aesthetic people. Besides like Hogback. But I don't even know if Hogback's a true vampire because his face is all stitched up. So where the fuck the teeth come from? You know, and he could be, but whatever. Magellan could also be a vampire. I don't know. Hannibal could also be a vampire. Not really sure. They got fangs and shit like that. But where I'm sure for a fact I know where a vampire is on Vander Decken the First's ship. His ship has a vampire on it. The only other person I think I've seen, who says a ship that has a similar thing in front of it is Zebek's. Then you have the fact that we find out, think about this, coming down the line that we find out Vander Decken is the descendant of Davy Jones. Theorizing the idea that Zebek is connected to Davy Jones, the ship connection right there solely, because we've seen Zebek's ship with that skull thing on the front of it since the beginning. So I would not be surprised if the skull in front of Zebek's ship, the mast, is Vander Decken the First. E, are you checking it out?
I'm checking out the panel here.
Oh, you have to check out the vampire teeth on that damn thing. There's vampires in One Piece for a fact. There's for sure vampires, and they're big. Right. There's giant vampires.
Huh.
I think Lelucia was one of the last kingdoms that housed them too.
Either that or Kuragina. Mihawk being there, Dracula Mihawk, son of the devil. Literally.
Yeah.
Was it Vander Decken and the Man Marked by Flames and Davy Jones' description is awfully similar. Oh, 100%. 100%. I think they're all very similar. I think it ties back to the fact that Davy Jones and I think Davy Jones was the first man marked by flames, but I think it's a title like it's passed on. Like it's like kind of like forcefully passed on through death. That's what I would think. I don't think Davy Jones is still the man marked by flames, but if he's the most likely candidate to be the man marked by flames, but if it's not him and the title gets passed on, my guess is Thatch. That is my guess of who it is. Even his name, the man marked by flames having the last poneglyph. The last poneglyph is what we need to get to the One Piece. And then we've talked about the fact that the Straw Hat possibly being the key to the gateway, like to open the door to the One Piece. Now think about that. His name is Thatch. Thatching. Straw hats are made from thatching specifically. Put the straw hat on, go to the One Piece. Like it's literally quite literally. But also, man marked by flames. Thatch is a cook. Fourth commander on the Whitebeard Pirates. Sanji's also a cook. Has flame power, smokes a cigarette brand death. See the connection there?
Yeah.
It's a bit
Technically fourth kid while it's having the aesthetic of 3.
quite literally, but also he's the 4th number in bounties right now too that Oda made for some reason, even though and he's even with us knowing he's got the big German connection, they still put Jinbei over him, which is okay. Which is crazy because even Germans like they're disconnected from the world government too. They have bounties now too.
I hope that it's a speed.
Yeah, I think I want to revisit the whole Thatch theory again too, because like again, when I was thinking about the whole Straw Hat and like last poneglyph, it just kind of lined. I was like, okay, somebody who's been killed, it's a dead man going on a journey through hell. So they're man marked by flames because I talk about Aztec mythology a lot. The 4-year journey through the 9 levels of hell. So if you're journeying through hell, your ship's being marked by flames. It's burning, but it's also an analogy to the ship ferrying the souls of the dead. We have Pluton quite literally. The king of hell, a ship, more than likely a ship to the underworld. It all just lines up properly, So there's, out of all these souls who journey through hell and all these people who die, there's always one. If you want to be the true man marked by flames, you have to make this full journey through hell, meet the king of hell, so you can be reborn anew. And that's why I believe the man marked by flames powers are tied to whirlpools, just like Blackbeards are tied to whirlpools and caribous. There's only 3 people we've seen, and they're all tied to the same 3 things. A power that can essentially suck you down into the abyss. Blackbeard's darkness, Caribou's swamp, and the man marked by flames, quite literally, the bottom of the sea, the abyss. Because you die, you drown, you end up in the abyss where your soul travels. Through the same journey the man marked by flames had to go through. I'm in Florida. I am in Florida. Michael, thank you for the heart being the rose, my friend. I appreciate you.
To kind of circle back to one of my predictions for what's coming up in like this like finalization of God Valley is one of the things that was brought up is Dragon was saying if someone who dissents or goes against the Celestial Dragons, their whole platoon gets like executed, and he obviously dissented, and there was one person that was on the ship saying like where the hell is Dragon, saying like where the hell is he?
That's a
People have kind of speculated that's Akainu or Sakazuki, right? So one thing is we know that he got Shanks away successfully, right? What if he gave Shamrock to Akainu to be just like, if you at least have one of these kids, they have no reason to kill you. Yeah, right. So it's like, here, save this kid. I'm gonna fuck off with this other one. Don't tell them about this. So like, maybe Akainu actually has a secret of like knows that Dragon saved Shanks, but can't like say that he let him get away, right? Without saying just like, so you knew there was a second child this whole time. Like, you had to act surprised when, oh, you have a twin.
Oh, yeah.
I love this whole thing. This is literally
Eli, thank you for the 50 goats, my friend. I mean, I definitely think, and speaking on that, even adding to that goes, Austin talks about Shamrock being a double agent with that. Like, you have a twin, yeah, and he's helping us. He's been behind the scenes. Like, Dragon, like, it'd be so amazing to see, like, Akainu's like, damn, I hate you. Like, you save these kids. Like, why you? And then behind the scenes, Dragon's just putting in the work to be like, yeah, I've been making this plan the entire time. But now I'm on my deathbed.
Oh man, this
Sorry,
is so
Drake.
magnificent. Oh no, it's all good. I mean, shoot.
You know it's coming. You know he's dying. You know he's dying. I love Dragon, but he's dying. Like, I'm so sorry, but Dragon's gonna die. Like, that's like the one person I know he's dying.
In the best way possible.
In the best way possible, for sure. But he's dead. He's dead. Dragon.
Oh no, I mean I understand that. Can you stop bringing it up though?
Can you stop trying to make me sad though?
It's just funny to see Drax's
I'm just a
face.
straight face. Can you please stop making me depressed?
Update. Under the
Alright.
persuasion of Mama Ishi's managed to obtain my island of residence, the
Yeah,
Eclipse
yeah,
Pirates can be cut.
he's-
Log updated. You're
Yeah,
funny.
he's been summarizing the drama of my crewmates here.
Do you
Alright,
think
so-
Uranus is the Flying Dutchman and Garling founded on God Valley? Sound like you were about to answer that, Drac.
Oh shoot, I was gonna answer another one. I didn't know that you were answering that one in specific. You got it.
Oh, I was gonna read that one. And then yeah, do you think Uranus is the Flying Dutchman and Garling founded on God Valley? So I don't think Uranus is the Flying Dutchman because we had the Flying Dutchman that existed in One Piece, and that was Vanderdecken in the first ship actually. But if we're thinking about the analogy of the powers of the Flying Dutchman and what it's said to state to be able to do, I don't think that's Uranus. I think that's Pluton. Basically being a ship that can go to and from the underworld and basically travel through its pocket dimensions. The pocket dimensions essentially being the abyss that it can travel through. I think Pluton has its own means of opening its own gateway to the abyss. And that's why, if you think about it, right? Pluton, they said it's sleeping. Every ancient weapon, everything connected to an ancient weapon we've seen so far, Poseidon, voice of all things, and it's a human that can talk. It's more than likely that Pluton can do the same in the rest of the ancient weapons. It has a voice, it can speak. And they say we don't want to open the borders and wake this thing up yet. So if Pluton's a ship or that leads you to the underworld, I'm more than certain that Pluton has a set path. So you wake it up, you free it, it's going straight there. So if you're not ready for the One Piece, you're not ready to get there. That's why I believe that they did not open the gateways of Wano yet, because they're not ready to go get the One Piece. If you open Pluton's gateways, it's going straight to the One Piece. It has a set path. You had to lock it away and put it to sleep because it's gonna just keep heading there and going to do its own thing. Also, plan for the future.
Okay. I was like, I've thought about the ancient weapons being tools at once upon a time, and so Pluton being a ship that like maybe not has a set goal, but like is like designed to go to like safe areas or specific kingdoms for safety, but is also this massive warship that is protecting these people. That could be like that's still a tool, I guess, so still be using it for a practical use, but it could wipe out an entire land if need be. And I think of Uranus as a giant mining laser. Hovers over the sky, extremely precise. It shoots down these lasers, creates giant holes in the ground, so that back in the day, it was a tool for the to drill the original like hole for the slaves to go down and harvest the souls from the underworld, harvest the mother flame power from the underworld.
That would make sense if it was just like an Earth destruction machine, like plunge it. It just basically call a satellite strike down to plunge a hole in the Earth, and you go down that hole.
An apple core.
Quite literally.
And that's why Lelouch and using Lelouch as an example, they were only able to have a piece of the ancient weapon. That was them flexing it, and it blew a massive hole in the Earth again. And if they have the full power of the ancient weapon once again, then I think that is how they're going to blow the hole into the abyss.
I personally
finally find the door into the abyss.
I 1000% agree with you, buddy. I personally think that is specifically going to happen and come from the Sunny doing that for us. I don't think we're going to use Pluton. I think the Sunny's going to do that. Because you think about it, we've had the Sunny gown cut in. I've always had the theory that the Sunny's going to get the Pawpaw fruit, because if the Sunny gets the Pawpaw fruit, right, one, Kuma gets to come on the journey with us, Bonnie's on the ship because we need a child apprentice like Roger's crew, but also, if the ship can take in the feelings and desires of everybody, right, so everybody who believes in Nika, so their feelings go through Luffy, who is the powers of Nika. The Sunny takes that. It's literally a Nika blast breath from the Sunny. That's ridiculous. That's a hole through the Earth. They're putting a hole through the entire Earth. That would be ridiculous. Uranus. Oh, no.
Yeah, right. I know.
How do you want us? How do you? How would you
Yeah,
want
she's
us to
giving
say
us
it?
hell for not saying Uranus. That's why she wants us to say Uranus.
Well, I
That's
say
why.
Uranus. I stopped saying Uranus as Ghost was giving me hell for saying it like that. He's like, oh, and then I'd make videos of people like, oh, or maybe it wasn't Ghost. It was.
I said no. People in your videos are always just like.
We always say people in your videos, maybe, but
They're like
not us.
They're like my what? My what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mom, you are the exact reason why we say Uranus. You are the exact reason.
Well, and also to be fair, it comes from the name Urano, so I'm not saying Uranus.
Yeah, right.
Or
Uranus. Yeah.
Uranus.
It's the one where in English no one can
Goes up
agree on.
sometimes.
I'd agree with that, Khalib. I'd agree with that. How you doing tonight, my friend? Jimmy,
Alright, so-
what role do we think the moon people play in this? Oh, Drac, you know what? My fault. Go ahead, bro. Why are you so quiet,
Oh,
bro?
no,
Speak
you're-
up.
I'm just reading said question, bro, because I mean he added me. That's why I was pretty much reading it, and I was just.
Is it
like,
in Twitch or
but,
TikTok?
Oh no, it was on TikTok in specific. But he pretty much is just asking like in specific. Do you think that Bellamy saved Nami from a hunting game like God Valley? And so I say, I think it's very similar to that with the whole thing of pretty much. Emu wanted to be the only Nerona left. If you're also following the whole thing of Nami being a Nerona, so pretty much there's no type of like existence for somebody to be like, oh, I remember Emu. Oh yeah, such and such, such and such. So there's not like that thing that you can backtrack to really talk about Emu because it's like, of course, they want to be the hidden one. But you also said it's Anne, also a person that was saved, and I would say no.
That's hilarious. Good. Adrian.
Oh my god.
Just giggling to yourself, running it through.
It's like she works at a candy store.
That's what I'm, bro. I'm just sitting here and I read that and I'm just thinking about her giggling, going. You said you said you needed what?
What kind of rings?
Look at her.
I see.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, Gunko is a man Meyer, yes.
Drac, going into the whole Bellamy and Nami saving, or Bellamy essentially saving Nami from Celestial Hunting Games. What do you think about the idea that maybe someone like Crocodile, Blackbeard, or like had a play in like Oikot? Like, what I'm thinking is,
I can rock with that.
like, if you think about it, like Oikot, Tokyo backwards. But if we're going with the Nerona theories, how we talk about what we think about. If Oikot is a village that was probably full of Neronas, what if they turned that into their own god, like their own Celestial Hunting games, not God Valley, but Celestial Hunting games, but more so like pirate hunting games, and that's why I think Blackbeard's the one that did it. Either him.
Yeah.
Like, if that would make, like, you know, like, Blackbeard's doing everything opposite of his father. So Zebek would have never gone for doing that. But Blackbeard's like, I'm going to get my get back. Oh, you guys are all related, and I'm getting rid of all of you.
I mean, no, honestly, I can rock with that, though. Because, I mean, either way, I mean, even if it's not Emu or it's whatever the case is, honestly, they're still covering Emu's tracks anyway. So, I mean, it's honestly like, well, I mean, if Emu didn't do it, I mean, it's kind of like, they're just sitting there like, oh, well, good. I didn't have to do it myself. That's awesome. So, I mean, should it was Blackbeard, I think that would also be spectacular just because of, you know, everything that we're seeing right now. So, I think it'd be dope.
I think that'd be awesome.
Caleb, for your question, you haven't seen anyone mention in the God Valley flashback Gumpo has a house name. Before this chapter came out, a couple weeks before that, there was a release in the Japanese release where it actually shows that she's of the Manmeyer family in her initial nameplate, which is very confusing because it still hasn't reflected in like the English translation of Shonen Jump. But apparently, when it released in Japan, like that volume, it had Gunko, Manmeyer family. So people had to be like, wait a second, is she actually a celestial dragon? She's not a slave? But now, the way that they're talking about her is like, now that we have Gunko, now that she's here, now that she's a part of the Manmeyers, like we can possibly win something. So it's like, okay, so she was then like outside the family, brought in possibly from one of those like slave marriages or a union like Garling and this woman in God Valley, someone who isn't a celestial.
I didn't realize there was real life context there to be had before I gave my explanation there in the chat.
Oh, that's a different comment. I was like, okay, am I missing something? I was like, oh, he's talking in the chat, that's why.
No, yeah. I was like, because I dropped a little thing there just to say something, and then I didn't realize Ghost knew that there was a real life contextual reason for it, a meta reason for it.
Joe, you find a dragon egg in like a biome, like just exploring. Like you can find one in the jungle biome we're in. You can find them in the savannah biome or the sand.
I randomly stumbled across one in a savannah, about 200, maybe 300 blocks away.
What role do you think the moon
Quell
people?
and I were trying to get to the ice area to get the ice dragons. We found like 2 or 3 on the way of different ones. So it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
you just find them. What role do you think the moon people play in the story? We know they spread the idea of Nika to Earth and they had high tech. I wonder what their role is. Personally, I think the role that they play in their story is the clan of opposition. They're always going to play the clan of opposition to the D clan, or basically the branch of the D clan that always goes against their own kind. You know, that's what I see. But also, if you're asking about specifically those who possibly come from the moon, I don't think Lunarians come from the moon. How people think that doesn't really. It just does. I don't think they come from the moon. But I think minks come from.
Message.
It would make sense if minks come from the moon. That would make a lot more sense. Especially the fact that
Lunarians just kind of revere the reflection of the sun, so they would revere the moon, right? Or they would be the moon to the sun, so that they are Lunarians.
well, plus we see one point where humanity comes up there, takes over a part of the moon, and makes a base there, and the minks didn't like the group of people that are up there don't like that. So what's the possibility that just like we see the events of happening on the human world, they happen on that moon world too, where their world gets destroyed and taken over. So what happens? They move away and go and move to the blue planet, and that's how we got the minks, or the minks came to our world. That's the only race I would think possibly came from the moon.
I mean, I
I
do.
appreciate that, Dayton.
I always look at the Lunarians as being like such as they were the 1/3 that just weren't able to elevate in the sense of like they were not able to leave. So then they get these added effects due to everything that was happening within the first world, and so then we get Lunarians. That's why
Yeah, the birds that didn't fly away from the nest, essentially.
exactly like they were pretty much stuck here. Like they were pretty much promised that oh yeah you're gonna go, and then everybody else just left and was like oh well fuck I guess we just had to figure this shit out, and then they just got a genetic modification, pretty much adapting to the surroundings of what was happening to the blue planet.
What's crazy is there's two avenues we could see here, though, if you think about like the original five, right? So think about the moon, right? The moon who could absorb the powers of all the other beings. We could have that have happened where Davy Jones or the moon took the powers of all the other gods, destroyed everything, right? For flames of hell, earthquakes, all that. Or you could have it to where our sun god figure turned into that of the darkness. And the moon was the one who had to sit there and absorb all of the damage that they brought to everybody. So that's why the moon, that's why we see everybody adapt and change within the moonlight. Like Luffy goes gear 5 in the moonlight. The moons would actually save there. Davy Jones is the savior of the story, whereas Joy Boy might be an enemy where we don't even know he was an enemy. Essentially, through a battle, he had inadvertently burned the world. Because I'm seeing essentially that like it's always a Ragnarok type of deal, whereas he's trying to save the world and they're trying to stop this great ending from happening, but at the same time they're destroying everything fucking around them that exists, so it doesn't even matter. You got to restart anyways. His Aces fruits the flame of hell. I don't think so, my friend. You don't have any other Davy clan members.
It would be green flames if it was, yeah.
You wonder if any other Davy clan members survived this God Valley incident besides Teach. Psh, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Morgans is there. I mean, shoot, I don't know. Especially like the Davy clan members, they set them free. They're in cages, right? And like God Valley's starting to where they're not even announcing finding the super rare rabbits initially. So like, unless it's rocks that starts taking them out or something, I'm not really too sure as to like if they actually die. I know some are gonna die, but I don't think all of them.
There's 500 people in particular that Kuma was able to save. I'm sure there was a couple Davies in there.
Yes, that is Austin. Same Austin. Same Austin. Yes. Who do you guys think Shank's mom is and why is she hidden? Possibly a Davy clan member, maybe even Roxy Zabek's sister.
Could be another member of the Gold Clan. Who knows?
And if not, shit, we might have another Nefeltari on our hands.
That's the problem with Shanks's mom is that there is like just paper scraps of things that we can piece together for her.
It just makes sense.
Isn't
Some
it?
avenues that you can take.
It just makes sense for her to be not even a Davy member, just because of the fact of like, okay, think about Ace, prodigal son. His mother was just Porcus, you know. So when thinking about Blackbeard, his father's name is Davy. His mother should have a different name. And if I'm just thinking about Blackbeard right now, but now I'm thinking of Shanks too. Figurling, Garling.
Yeah, like Blackbeard's mom should be a marshal brought to God Valley.
Garling, Figureland. I mean, I connect the Figurelands always to the Neuronas. I always connected them to the Neuronas. But the mother, why is Shanks so important? It'd be 2 and 3. So this is a Sun clan. Like she's from some type of Sun clan. That's what it has to be, dude. Some clan to do with the Sun. Yeah, I definitely don't think it's the Goldie family. That makes no sense. Roger came there looking gooning over it rather than his sister.
CE with the abacus
Right.
back there.
Yeah, no, I'm counting the different how many D clans we've been introduced to. I think it's 6 or 7. Monkey, Gull, Nefertari, Water,
Cloud.
Clow,
Jaguar.
Jaguar, Davy.
If we find out
And is-
she's of the Monkey clan, that would
That'd be
rid-
wild.
That'd be ridiculous. I mean,
And then that raises the question though: is Teach hiding the Davy in his name too?
well, he's 100% Davy if his
Or is
dad's Davy. So
I know, but that would also
But
leave a
he
twist.
probably,
to his,
yeah.
but that could also leave a twist to his mother being of another D clan of the Marshall clan.
correct.
But if he is hiding his name, then that goes out the window.
Well, it would be just like Ace hiding his name through his mother's.
right.
It's like
That's
he's
that.
the
Yes.
son of Goldie Roger, but yeah, hiding his name.
Dude,
Because fuck that guy. He didn't save me.
Right.
if Shanks's mom, like I'm trying to think why Oda's hiding her face. She looks like somebody who's so important that Oda cannot show us because he just reveals too fucking much. Like that is confirmed. Her hair color's red. That's what's confirmed. And if that's the case, it's got to be somebody who's like they're just like them having like any type of connection to this person is ridiculous. And I'm just trying to think.
Hey, who's that important? Who has red hair that we could have possibly have seen?
It's the
I mean,
Binks line.
there's
It's
only-
Binks D
I mean,
Shanks.
I mean, there's that, and then I mean, there's also the whole talk about like whenever you're looking at.
Actually,
What am I thinking of? Nose Juro? That's what his name is. Yeah, Nose Juro. Like whenever he's in his skeleton or full skeleton form, like his hair is like red or whatever. So they associate that. I've seen that.
I know
But
I just
I
made fun
can't
of.
really say too much.
I know I just made fun of Binks D, but if Blackbeard's mother was a part of a different, I get wait, Porkus, that's 8. But so if we had one more D clan,
Did you add Jaguar
that
in
would
there?
be. Yeah, I already had Jaguar in there, and so if we had one more D clan, then that would be each
What
of
about-
the 9.
What about Cloudy? You got that?
Yeah, I got Clow in there. Yeah, I got Clow. God, let me go through Monkey, Gold, Nefertari, Water, Clow, Jaguar, Davy, Porkus, and so we need one more Davy or one more D clan, and we'll have all of the dots around Nika's shield,
And
all
the-
the sunspots around Nika's shield.
It would make sense if there's another D clan here on this island, so we maybe just have a new name being brought to us in general.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like
thinking
that's
of-
what I was saying. It's like I made fun of the Binks D name there just now, but like.
Well, thinking of the concepts, right? Blackbeard, they're the Davy clan. He chose Marshall.
Well, if the Nefertari
Marshall's the
like,
head
women
sheriff.
are, well, think of it this way: if the Nefertari women are born with blue hair, and then we have another D clan that is born with red hair.
It's red and blue, but it's red, blue, and yellow. There's 3. This is a trifecta. There's definitely 3. Like if we got 2, like we always have. If they give us 2 things, there's always one extra. Like we always talk about.
here, what if
That could mean that
since,
Shanks ended from Joy
you know,
Boy's line.
Rox had 2 names, right? Like just like Law has 2 names, but one
Right.
was a secret name. What if this with Law, it's actually 2 names? Like it's Trafalgar and Water are 2 D clan members that kind of came together, right?
And that's the same thing I'm saying with Marshall and Davy. It's like maybe Marshall was the mom, like Marshall D girl name here, and then Davy D's a Beck.
Well, with
like they were
Davy,
both
that
D
is
clan.
9. Yeah, Marshall,
maybe that
Porpoise,
is 9.
Gull, Clow, Jaguar, Monkey, Water, or Trafalgar. We'll take that as 1. Nefertari, and Davy. That's 9.
Okay.
I just wrote it down so I could look it down.
Okay, thank you. There, so we do have 9.
There's definitely a new name, and I want to figure it out.
But then even if there could still be another one just because of the middle.
Maybe she's a Nerona.
spot.
Maybe she's a Nerona.
Maybe.
Well, I'm thinking about Nami, the orange hair, but like, orange isn't a primary color. You get orange from red and yellow.
I was just thinking though. You think Garling is gonna get a promotion for executing a Nerona and trying to take the kids? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Honestly, he might get a promotion. I mean, he might get a promotion. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's
I
what I'm
mean,
thinking too. Is just like, does Nerona Emu have that much self-hatred in their own clan and their own race if they're like, possibly like
I
half
mean-
fishmen or like whatever else too? It's like they just hate so much of themselves. Just like, no, I can be the only one. That'd be the only way I can like myself. Is if I don't get
What
to
if-
have to see any of you.
That's the number one, dude. That's the number one candidate for the
I don't
name,
even
think it's
Nerona.
self-hate, though.
I don't even think it's
Yeah.
self-hate. I honestly think it's like I mean, yeah, we can say it's like a bit of self-hate for sure, but like, I mean, looking at it from the perspective of how Emu has been playing the game, it's like I don't want anybody to know about me. The only people that would possibly know about me is my own family. So it's like, it's
Yeah.
not that I really hate you. It's just like you gotta go. Like,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like how I feel Blackbeard was Whitebeard, right? It's just like that was his boy, that was his best friend, like seemingly, but then that's one of the first people the Blackbeard slimes is like, what do you mean? No.
I mean, okay. So, if we're thinking about the possibility of them being a Nerona, right? Well, the Nerona, if the Nerona mom is kind of big to me too, like just Emu being a Nerona, because I'm just thinking of the primary colors here, right? Red, blue, yellow. Those are the primary colors, right? But if you start intermingling those and you start getting colored kids in colors of different hair colors, whatever they're not. Garling, like if we had we have a family like how you were just talking about. The way we think of this is you have a family of red women hair, Neuronas, family of blue-haired women, Nefeltaris, two opposing sides. Then you have the man in the middle, the yellow. So the yellow intermingles with both. So the yellow and red, you get orange. So like descendant Neuronas deeper down the timeline, right? Like Nami.
Yeah.
But then yellow and blue, that's green, right?
Yes.
Do we have green-haired people?
Just Sanji's brother.
And Green Bull.
Yeah, Zoro, and then
Yeah,
probably
Zoro.
whatever line
Zoro.
terror.
Oh shit! We do have green-haired. Clover's fucking green-haired. He was green-haired when he was younger.
yeah, I was about to say.
What am I
yeah,
saying?
you have the Cloud Demon.
So yeah, like basically it goes back to what we talked about mainly with the fact of originally you had bloodlines that they intermingled with each other and their traits got diluted over time. It's the same with their hair color. So yeah, I felt crazy saying that, but now thank you guys. Holy fuck, what would I do without y'all?
I mean, you also have Boba's sister too.
Yeah, she does. Sandersonia, she is green hair.
Sandersonia.
Oh, we definitely
So
do.
yeah, W. Caleb.
W. Caleb.
But I mean, if you think about that too,
I see you, big dog.
even the colors, the red, the yellow, and blue, right? That was the red, yellow, and blue. Those just kind of those symbolize the sun, earth, and moon, kind of, if you think about that.
I guess my only qualm with this is why would Emu not be keeping a tab on their lineage? Because
Wiping it out.
Garling straight up just Garling just straight up murks the mother, and I don't know, like, unless Emu wants their own bloodline completely wiped out with them as being the only one left.
Well, one, not knowing that it's there, it's hidden. Like they're kept a secret. They're like,
Fair.
we found a discovery. The Davy clan's been here the entire time. You know, one, they're hidden, but two would be a common sense of Emu's trapped within there. Like again, I've always talked about the fact that Emu possibly Davy Jones and Emu. Imu's an unwilling soul. Imu's got an Orochi-like story where basically, imagine if Kaido and Orochi working together, Kaido decided to say, yeah, I'm just going to use your body and your powers. You can't control Wano. I make all the rules. Because you know how Kaido, again, another parallel, Kaido eventually backstabs Orochi just like Hody Jones eventually backstabs Vanderdecken. It's the same thing, just Dami reversing and flipped about who's getting backstabbed with the person that has all the power and helps them get in power.
Yeah.
Because Vanderdecken's the symbolization of the Davy Jones having all the power and helping him get into power. But then that gets switched and twisted when Hody Jones ends up taking the energy steroid pill. Now he's cracked up Joy Boy.
Fair enough. There we go.
Popping pills. We're almost at 70K. I think it's a bleaker check, my friends.
Yeah, it was supposed to be at like 50K, but we all got to talking.
That's theory piece for you, my friends. Khalid, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks, by the way, my friend. And Afro, Benny, thank you for the rose. Austin, thank you for your lightnings that came in, my friend.
I don't know. Like, I mean, if she's in the Rona, then I mean, it just like I mean, since Garland packed her up, it's like okay, that's one off the list.
That's what I'm
just like. But it's just like, even like just think about timeline. Then it's like okay, then she got packed up as a Rona. That means there was more Ronas, and that would include Nami's parents. So then boom. Then the whole thing would happen on Boycott if the scenario does not happen in Marie's Water. Because I assume that like where all these Coronas would be getting wiped out at is Marie's Water. That's what I would say would be happening. Like, and then as a last ditch effort is Nami is shipped away on this little boat, and then she ends up on this war-torn place, which is Oikot, and then Bellamy finds her. That's what I do. It's like seeing it as.
Speaking of Bellamy, I wouldn't be surprised if her mom's Gloriosa. Her mom, Gloriosa has pink hair. Nami looks exactly like Gloriosa. Bellamy ends up taking care of Nami. Imagine that'd be insane.
That would be insane.
But if you just look at the trifecta there, right, of like Nami's backstory, right? Because like, okay, Nami runs into Neptune. Neptune has orange hair. Not many people with orange hair in One Piece, so it's like Dadan. And like Nami's like, I feel like I've known you forever. She calls him Gramps. And then Shirahoshi even is familiar with Nami. Feels like she's known her forever. So then you look at the connection between Nami and Shirahoshi. Kind of, we were talking about the hair color was the orange. You see the same connection in Nami's backstory directly. Look at Nojiko. You have the orange with Nami. You have the blue with Nojiko. Two opposings, just like the red and blue we were talking about. And then you have their mother, who is the pink, the combination. And it's not a combination of both colors. It just symbolizes the harmony and unison, that forest, right? Because who also has pink hair? Who we're talking about? Shirahoshi. Oh, he has pink too. There's not many.
I mean, that is. Joe, I'm not babysitting that bug ball. There's nothing in this cup. There's nothing in this shit, bro. There's nothing in here.
I hope you guys know we got about.
Literally get up on.
I hope you guys know we got about like 10 minutes left of Theory Piece. I guess we ran to a 2-hour episode today. Might as well finish up at the 2-hour mark.
Yes, sir.
Oh, www. So
That's good.
Jamie, I see what you're saying. Nerona D, Emu. The biggest battle may be within the D family itself. Morganeers versus Peacemakers. The Davy family seeks liberation through domination, while Joy Boy and Luffy seek freedom through bonds and laughter. Something traumatic must have happened to him, or it's inherited. I like that. So like two opposing wheels, like Luffy and Joy Boy, it's through freedom, whereas like Davy Jones wants to dominate and oppress everything. Two little dominant versus ideals.
Drums of oppression.
The reason he's bringing that up though is because when Oda was first doing the conceptualization for One Piece, his original idea was to have the Morganeers and the Buccaneers, like the two different types of pirates, and Luffy represents the Morganeers and Blackbeard represents the Buccaneers, but that idea was scrapped before, or scrapped and then apparently repurposed into the Buccaneer race eventually, as what we see in One Piece today. And so that's what we're...
The Morganeers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, time to look into Morgans again.
The Morganeers and the Buccaneers.
What about purple hair though? Loki's got the purple hair. Loki also completes the purple coloring of our like aura colors for the Straw Hats. Like everybody kind of like encompasses the colors of a rainbow. All roads lead to Morgan's. Yeah, I can't wait to find out who he is. It's gonna be the funniest thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just a completely new character that we have never met. Like Oda would do that. But it's more fun to try and find it and figure it out for somebody who's already in the world. That would make sense because it's like it's Panda Man. Oh,
Batman
gee.
Bruce Wayne type shit.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Big Morgans is just Gran Torcero. He's got 2 devil fruits. Big news! I'm more
Wait,
powerful than
you-
Blackbeard.
No, that's crazy. The person with the eye patch, being Morgan's is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That would be some insane food.
You just so transfer.
You know what's crazy?
Back in.
What if it's what if it's Gecko Moria?
I would love it.
Wow.
Not gonna lie.
That's like I was just thinking like he was locked up. We didn't hear anything from Morgan's, and Gecko Moria gets freed. Then Morgan's is making his news announcement again. Okay, all right. But obviously it's probably not. I don't know. It's just like I was thinking of why I was thinking is because okay, Gecko Moria skin suits like possibly of him being in a skin suit right now. And like he's stitched up, and when he's younger, he doesn't look like that. You're in a suit. But if you look at the manga panel when he's talking to Perona, his mouth is down here. The man who was a shadow devil fruit, what's the chances he's a shadow man himself? Yeah, it's pretty likely. I think it's pretty fucking
The
likely.
curse. You bear them on.
You
Message. What are we talking about? Thriller bark is so important, and I say that every single day. Any person that asks me about what is the most important arc in One Piece, of course, I'll give Quell Sky P. I'll always give Quell Sky P. I will give him that, but I will say that it's Thriller bark.
It's so ironic that the most important arcs are the ones that people either say are mid or they skip completely.
Oh,
they
yeah.
skip. Yes.
It's all the goofy arcs. Everything that was like a goofy arc is actually the most important. Like Skypiea, as serious as it was, had some of the best freaking comedy. Like Thriller Bark, hilarious. Long Rain Long Land, when you read it, really funny. It got a little bit dragged on in the anime, but when you read it, it's actually really entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Joe, I think Bon Clay's still locked up singing Akon. I'm locked up, they won't let
Bro,
me
he's gonna get
out.
saved by Buggy, bro. Trust.
Oh yeah, I think Crossfield's gonna break into Impel Down. We're gonna have those events happen too for sure, like
Yes,
Drax
sir.
said. But like Bon Clay's still locked up.
When Bon Clay busts out of Impelled Down, finally somebody needs to put that or put First Day Out. We need to edit a first day out.
Bro, the community's gonna go crazy when Bon Clay comes out, gets out of Impel Down.
Oh, I'll be singing from the rooftops. I love Bon Clay so much.
Yeah, Joe, Long Rain Long Land is basically the story of the world flooding, and also where I get my inspiration for Davy Jones being Joy Boy, and the fact that like Davy Jones, like Quell was saying, the whole aspect of that is flipped, where you don't have Davy Jones stuck to the bottom of the sea, roaming the sea floor. That's Zunisha. You know who's actually Davy Jones, and they're stuck somewhere? That's Emu. Like they're stuck up in the top of the world, unable to access anything because of the rising sea levels. Like it's kind of that inversion. They aren't able to access their treasures in Davy Jones' locker. Davy Jones' locker being what Joy Boy created, a flooded world to keep them away from everything, right? It's like it's this weird like circular
You gotta hit
logic.
the reverb and just say,
And now Davy Jones is just trapped in there with those with soul. I need to get that soundboard from right here streaming. Just it's just funny.
no, literally for the reverb. Because he has the perfect reverb for it. Or, yeah, reverb for it.
Oh,
That
is
shit
this
so
a voice thing?
Yes, that shit is so epic.
I wish I could use it in Discord.
You can't. You have to be. I know Lunar does it all the time. There's definitely a way you can.
Oh, sure. Oh, I'm sure there is, but I just haven't figured out how to set it up.
Yeah, I'm
And I had
gonna.
to set up through TikTok Studio to do that.
By next theory piece, I'll have a voice mod. This is Swaggy. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch, my friend. I appreciate you.
I know there's a way that I can actually put my actual auto tune on my voice. that I use? Like, there's a way for me to like map my microphone through that. Might try to do that.
It'd be fire to see if
Hit
it
y'all
worked.
with the, hit y'all with the T-Pain next time I come in. I'm gonna buy y'all a drink.
So. What's your name?
I was just listening to that earlier. Oh, Swaggy just dropped it. Well, thank you for the Prime subscription over on Twitch too, my friend. You know, I'm glad this thing works now because like I just hear lightning in my ear and then come on, no, it's great. Can't get mad at it. But oh man, where'd E? Oh, there's dude. E, your thing, you're on your camera. You just disappeared. You were just gone. You just weren't there.
Right, it's just Homer Simpson.
But all right, we're at about our wrap up time here, my friends. We appreciate everyone for coming in and gifting. It's been a crazy night as it is. Oh man, it's been a while since we've had a full theory piece. But you had me tonight, you had Ghost tonight, you had Drac, you had E, and we were here having fun, having a great time as usual, and it's been great. My nose is itching like hell for some reason. I don't know why. It's got some pepper in
Yeah,
my
it's
nose.
been good to have the whole crew in for a theory piece. This was a good one to really focus in and dig in our heels.
Oh yeah, we really yapped it up tonight. It was nice. It was nice. You guys also, you guys can check this episode out on YouTube. I post these. They'll literally be posted tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up. I post these the next day every time. And yeah, that's really the only thing I have to say about that. Put it on YouTube. Yee, Drac, anything you guys want to say?
As I always say, remember your ABCs. Always be calm, always be cool, and have a good night, everybody.
Shoot, feels good to be back on Theory Piece, man. I haven't been up for a Theory Piece in a minute, so it feels good to just talk with the boys, talk about theories.
Yeah, this was a fun episode. Honestly, guys, if you guys want to watch some of these theories back, again, posted to YouTube. You can watch them back. It's also posted to Twitch, but it's probably easier to just go to YouTube. I'm going to post it tomorrow. Last Tuesday's theory piece, which if you guys missed that, is also already posted and up. So theory pieces every Tuesday, every Friday around 8 p.m. But we've been starting later. It's been starting around 9 p.m. So we'll say around 9 p.m., not 8:45, as you guys can expect us to see us live and see us yapping. You know, that's what we'll say.
Yeah.
But in between
hell,
then,
even if you don't want to watch it again, you should just put it on play anyway, so our playtime runs up.
quite literally,
Amen.
it'll help me out if you guys just put it on and watch on repeat. It'll let my playtime run up. And in the meantime, you guys will see us streaming individually, playing Minecraft together, doing whatnot. I'm gonna try myself to add a third theory piece day in, and like I don't expect them to be there, but it's gonna be where I just do theory piece and I'm here doing theories like I normally do. And then if E, Ghost, and Drac are around, they'll just be here. If not, they're not. But we'll see. I'll try and make another day they're available anyways. But usually they're around. We're usually playing Minecraft or something. But
Yeah.
It's like I be playing Borderlands 4, brother.
But as always, my Bushi, what's up, my friend? I know you just came by, but we're actually in theory piece right now. I thank everybody from coming by, from hanging out, for gifting us. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And
Boys,
shit, we'll see you guys next stream. E, Ghost, Drac, anything you guys want to say before we head out?
No, just
Said my piece.
thanks again. Have a great night, guys.
shoot, all I have is take your time. Damn, and I played the wrong one. Depression.
Damn,
Bro.
version. Damn wrong version.
You fucked
This is a
up.
good wind down song, though. It's nice and slow. It's good. It is a good song. It's just not what we wanted.
Nice one, Drac.
Where do you find manga? I find it on Shonen
Hold on,
Jump.
DJ Drake in the
app.
building.
Yeah, you gotta get one.
Go.
Gotta have one ear hanging off. And all
This is how we ending theory piece tonight. Hey, Ghost, you gotta put the mic. You gotta put the mic down like you're. Oh, this song kind of is groovy. Hold on.
No, it is good. It's just we're so used to getting the right song. It's just that we're like, ah.
Drac, what happened to take your time, bro? You screwed us.
I did.
Oh,
But why is this so low-key kind of hidden, though? This kind of feels like a One Piece outro. Hold on.
Somebody sample this.
Bro, it's like when you wake up late at night and anime's still playing, bro. That's what this sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There we go.
There we go. I didn't turn stream off either way, but we're still live on TikTok, by the way.
I
so-
know we are.
Man, Scatman John was about to drop some bars, you know?
Was he actually? I'm gonna go back and listen to that
Yeah.
song. But listen, take
We
your
should,
time.
yeah, we should just listen to like the whole album at one point and just get like some new songs
Yeah, might have to. I'm not
to go along with.
Be good.
I literally use a song called "The Big Goodbye" for my.
Whoa, we can do, we can do. Get out of this stream. We're ending.
Get out.
You can go now.
Go, no more questions and get out.
This shit's over.
We're gonna play Minecraft.
Now. Please get lost. Please get lost.
I gotta find a
I need to
drag.
eat some dinner tonight. I need to
Yeah,
eat
see,
some
Swanson
dinner
God,
tonight.
we can leave. We can leave.
Leave now, yes.
Oh, whoa, whoa, take your time. Whoa, you can do it. Take your time. All right, my friends. Good night to you guys. I appreciate everybody for coming by. We'll see you guys next time on Theory. Peace.
There's a lot wrong
Viva
with
la
this.
revolution.
That's for sure.
I love whatever's wrong with y'all.
Don't say
Everything is wrong with us.
It's your boy Drac. We'll come back here with some more theories, more speculation. So let's go ahead and lock in.
Y'all got time for a theory?
Well, if you ask me, it's not outside of the realm of possibility to say that.
Let's theorize for a second.
Brain is in flames, you got time for a theory? Thinking about the One Piece? We can heed your query. Hear me now, listen up, gather round the campfire. Is it Oda or a metaphor, a parallel or satire? Chopper is a god, Narona, Emu is a catfish. Croco boy in picture books and Rabbit is a witch. Hey, we got the answer, we've got an idea. If you don't get it, go and watch Skype. Yo ho ho, theory piece, we all are cooking. I said yo